Hi, I'm Alex Armbruster. I was the main John Carver stunt double in Thanksgiving, and you're watching Craven Something Scary. And there will be no leftovers.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, visitors, subscribers, my patrons, and awesome channel members. And you know what you're called when you're in the inner circle of the cult of Craven. You are my official Cravenites. Welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Well, guys, here we are on a Saturday night yet again, another week in the books for 2025. And what a week this has been in the Scream world. Wow. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. I posted a video about it just today, probably about 6 hours ago, approximately from now, or before now. So if you have not had a chance to see that yet, I highly encourage you to go check it out. It's called Scream 7, What is the Truth? So definitely check it out. It has ruffled a few feathers, but that's okay because we're talking about horror movies. We're talking about opinions, about actors, directors, other folks, and it's just opinions. It's just opinion, and we all have one. And so I just hope, or I just chose rather, excuse me, to share mine. And we'll keep our eyes out, in the chat tonight. But before we get into my guests and the topic for tonight, which is going to be a blast, I want to welcome you all to the chat. It's great to see you here. Great to see Paula and John. Hello, and RJ, Mr. Rick. Great to see you, Rachel McDonald. Great to see you too. Maybe seeing you more of you. We'll have to wait and see. Johnny, what's up? Good to see you. Julie in the house with us as well. And Ryan, Stella G. What's up, Stella G? Going to be doing a stream coming up here in about a week or so, probably next week. That Stella G chose the topic for the live stream. That's right. It's her topic idea. And she was able to do that because I had a rewards challenge going on that live stream one night, and we hit our super chat goal, and she was the winner. She got to choose the topic. So putting Stella in the driver's seat of the channel, it's a lot of power to pick a topic, guys. It's a big deal. And Stella did it. It's great. I can't wait for us to do it together. I think you'll really like it. And it's Scream related, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And who knows? I'm not doing a rewards challenge tonight, but soon I will. And on probably one of my streams coming up this week, I may put that same exact stream idea up for you guys to see if you guys want to go for it. Anyway, we'll see. Olivia's here as well. What's up, Olivia? Great to see you, my friend. Dana is here and says, hey, first live stream here. Dana, welcome to the stream. So nice to have you here for your very first time. I thank you for joining, and believe me, I believe this is going to be something you'll want to make a habit of because The community here on this channel is filled with such nice people, very encouraging, very positive, respectful individuals, because that's how I run my channel, and that's how I will always run my chat. And my moderators all understand it, and they support that and how they run in the chat as well. So as long as you're respectful, and this is for anyone that's here tonight for maybe your first time, it's a new experience for you. And hey, you're welcome. Whether you agree with me or not on a topic, or other panelists or the chat members here in the community, it does not matter. You're welcome. You're not going to get your head bit off. You're not going to be called names. As long as it's respectfully communicated, that's the one rule. And we all respect one another and how we respond to each other. And we respect each other's opinions, even if they don't match, right? And that's how we should be living our lives outside of the horror community. That's how we should always be, guys. Because we're going to come into contact with people that are really awesome people, but we may just not agree with them on something. But let's not lose relationships over that. It's, relationships are number one, and they matter the most, guys. People matter the most. Opinions and viewpoints, we can disagree on that, as long as we respect each other and allow each other the freedom that we all have, which is to have a different opinion, right? And a lot of what I'm saying, I think, is flooding into this whole video I did today. And it's a reminder that relationships should be first, not winning arguments, not trying to convince somebody of something, or vice versa. I mean, at the end of the day, we need each other. So let's don't lose people because we see something different. We see it a different way, whether this is anything, politics, religion, morality, anything, movies, ice cream flavors. I mean, your favorite sandwich, it doesn't matter. Let's remember that we, as people, and our relationships with each other should always take precedence. All right? So, it's just interesting. And I'll be real transparent with you guys. And listen, I don't plan this. I didn't plan to say what I'm saying even now. This is completely just off the cuff hitting me, and I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna get to the game tonight, the rankings, everything. Don't worry. But I will tell you this: I posted this video today about Jenna Ortega's comments this week, and what's crazy to me is after posting the video, I've lost 6 subscribers. Now, I know that's not like 600 or some crazy. I get that, and I'm thankful it's not. But here's the thing that's sad about that to me, is that obviously whoever these folks were have been subscribed to the channel. That means they enjoy the content, whether it's the live streams, it's the videos, the interviews, or all of the above. So these are people that actually enjoy what I'm doing. They're getting some enjoyment out of it in their life of entertainment. And because I took a stand on a position with Jenner's comments and stated my opinion, it's my opinion, and I shared why it's my opinion and why my views have changed about it. What's sad to me is that those 6 people chose a difference of opinion with me on Jenna to unsubscribe from the channel and stop watching future content. That's just, I'm not worried about losing 6 subscribers in terms of numbers. But what bothers me about it is that you're going to deliberately cut yourself off from something you're getting enjoyment out of because I see something different than you do. The math doesn't add up for me, guys. It's a shame. It's really a shame. It's like, because I try to put myself in everybody else's shoes. Like, what would I do if I watched a video by a content creator that I really like, and I've been subscribed to their channel for it could be anything, a month or a year, 2 years, doesn't matter, and I really like the content, And then I watch this video and I'm like, well, no, I don't agree with what you're saying. So I'm just going to leave. I'm going to pick up my stuff. To heck with watching stuff that I enjoyed watching and would have been watching still without the video being posted. I'm going to leave. Does that make sense to anybody? It makes no logical sense to me. Because I'm like, what would I do? I really asked myself this. What would I do if it was reversed? Here's what I would do. I would say, you know what? Whoever the person is, doesn't matter. In this case, it's me. So I'll talk third. And what is it called? When you talk in third person, I think, which I hate people talking in third person. Here's the thing. If it was me, I would say, I'm not going to do that because I think that's silly. Whoever the content creator would be, I would say, you know what? Okay. Well, I see what their position is on this. Okay. That's their opinion. I don't agree with what they're thinking about it. I see it like a lot different. But that's cool because that's life. I'm not going to stop watching their content because I enjoy the content. You get what I'm saying? I hope it makes sense. So for me just to unsubscribe from that person because I don't agree with a viewpoint they have on some issue, at the end of the day, I'm shooting myself in the foot because I'm cutting myself off from a place that I liked to go to and I was entertained, whether it be for 5-minute video or 2-hour live stream. So all I can say is, if you can hear me of my voice now, I would just encourage you to think things through before you act, okay? If you disagree, and this is not just me, this is anybody. If you disagree with a viewpoint someone has that's in your life, via virtually like YouTube or your family member for that matter, before just cutting and running and leaving that person and that relationship behind, just think it through and say, you know what, I don't agree and I can't probably change their view. I'm not going to, that's not what I'm going to try, but I'm going to accept them and not agree with them, but I'm going to respectfully accept them regardless of that view, because you know what matters to me most is them. You see what I'm saying? It's not what they're thinking, it's them. And I would hope you guys would do the same here. That if you're enjoying this channel and you're a subscriber, and I would love for all of you to be subscribers, because what I do here, I try to be pretty consistent with. But if for any reason on this Jenna video or any video I voiced an opinion that you don't agree with at all, I would hope you would think, you know what, Craven and I are going to disagree on this, but I still really enjoy what's going on here. Enough that I subscribed. And I want to keep enjoying that. That's what I would hope you guys would do. It's what I hope I will always do in that scenario. Because people matter the most. Relationships matter the most. And that's all I want to say now about the Jenna video in terms of how it's impacted me so far in just a few hours. But I do encourage you to watch it and make up your own mind. I even say it in the video. Consider everything and you decide for yourself what you believe. And you know what? Whatever you decide, it's perfectly fine with me. It's not going to change our dynamic in any way. It's okay. Because I care more about you than an opinion you may have on an issue or a person. All right? And I would hope you guys would do the same to me. All right. There we go. Got it out. I feel better. I feel good. Julie and Rachel, I'll see you backstage. I feel better. I'm getting a thumbs up. Thank you. I feel better. So going back to the chat real quick, and I'm going to bring them on because I know time is fleeting and it moves very fast. Oh, Rachel, man. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. So I do see Rachel, what Miss Sneaky Rachel on the panel has done. I think it's amazing. So, but I'm going to bring her on so I can actually thank her face to face, if you will, because that's just how I want to do it. All right. Melissa's here. Hey, real quick, Melissa, want to catch up? Jerry, what's up, Jerry? All right, man. May Ann is in the house. Check it in from her dinner. I hope you're having a good dinner, May Ann. Enjoy it. All right. Anybody else before I bring on my guest? All right. I think I'm caught up. I think I am. Just making sure. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to bring Julie and Rachel on real quick. Julie and Rachel, welcome to the panel. Uh-oh. I don't hear anybody.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
God. There we go.
Rookie mistake,
just a little
both
delay.
I was muted. I'll admit I was muted.
Oh, no worries. Hey, I'm going to stop. I need to step away for like 60 seconds.
Okay.
So, Rachel, Julie, I'll let you carry it. I'll be right back.
Righty. How are you today, Julie?
I'm good. I've never had to carry a stream.
Yeah, I know. I've been left
Really
alone a
sad
couple of
you.
times. I usually just go off what's in the channel, but we haven't really started yet, so we'll just freestyle for now.
I know. I remember a few times when you were on Knight's channel and he's dropped off accidentally, and you're like, "Well, it's just me. Hey, everybody."
It's always fun. Oh, but it's lovely to see everyone here in the chat and have everyone here today, and I'm looking forward to doing these rankings. It looks like Steven's got a nice selection of movies for us to go through, which will be really fun.
Yeah, this should be fun. There's some zingers on there. Like I think I saw the original Grudge. That's a fun one.
Yes.
It'd be fun.
Oh dear. So what's the most recent horror film you've seen?
I'm so behind. I haven't seen.
Yeah, me too.
I have like 3 that I meant to see in the theater, and work is so stressful. I'm like, I can't. But Companion, Hard Eyes, and I can't think of the third one. Maybe you've seen it. What have you seen recently?
No, you're way ahead of me. I haven't seen anything new since I think Nosferatu was like the last really new one that I watched. So,
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, which I really did like. It was very intense and crazy, and some scenes I was just like, "Whoa, okay, we're going there. All right, sure." But it was good. But yeah, just Robert Eggers, he likes to push the envelope a little bit and go a little bit more intense than others. I think I would probably prefer to watch like Dracula over it because it was just so like full on, but it was definitely, I thought it was an interesting take on, the vampire story, and Bill Skarsgård is always like so good in everything.
He definitely leaned into a sort of implied, but also it became less implied, and it became a little bit, it wasn't in your face, but I will say it's so funny. I convinced my parents and my little sister to see the movie with me because I was just going to go by myself, but then it was like, I think we saw it Christmas Day, and and I just threw it out there because, what are we gonna do? Because we didn't visit family this year, and they all agreed to go see it, and I was like,
the fun family outing.
I kept looking over at them. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was gonna get
it's graphic. Yeah.
off the wall. But I mean, all things considered, it was pretty tame. I mean, my gosh, it could have been worse, right?
Could have been worse, definitely. But no, there are definitely some movies that you don't want to watch with your family because even awkward moments.
It's funny, and it doesn't matter how old you are, right? I mean, I'm almost 30, and I'm still like,
I hear you. It's the same, like, because I'm the same. I'm pushing 40, and there are movies that I would not sit down to watch with my parents, like, at all, because the awkwardness, which is, I mean, siblings, I think, get different as you get older. You can watch things with siblings, like my sister and I watch a lot of horror together. And when you're younger, it's silly, but no, parents, like, there's certain scenes in certain movies that you're just like, yeah, we will not watch this with the parents. It's just a little too awkward.
And this, especially since it was my idea, I was like, sorry.
So you only had yourself to blame. idea. No, I'm woefully behind on so much horror, and I have this bad habit of I'm always just rewatching old films. So I'm always just pulling out my comfort horrors to just rewatch. And I do the same with TV shows. There are so many TV shows that I want to get around to checking out, and I just keep rewatching all my old favorites because it's a comfort thing. I also find when you want to watch, especially like a new TV show, you really have to take the time to sit and watch and get acclimated to all the characters and everything. Whereas if you're watching something you already know, you can walk in and out, you can go and do other things. You know the storyline, so there's no like big surprises or anything like that, no disappointments. So yeah, I just keep watching. I'd really like to at some point find out what TV shows like Knight and Steven and all watch, because we always talk about movies on these channels, which is fair enough. But there's so much great television out there, and it would be really interesting to see if everyone leads towards like more horror shows or supernatural shows, or if there's like, I think, because like I know that you like watch the Vampire Diaries,
Yes.
which I do as well. So
I'm
that's kind of
rewatching
in the horror
season
realm.
1 right now.
Oh my god! Oh, season
I don't want to
one.
make everybody leave the chat. Don't flee the chat. But that's my comfort show. Seasons 1 through 3, then I'm done. That's it. But
Oh no, I'm the same. I watched the season 3 and then I'm like, okay, I'm out. I got to go watch the originals now.
yep, that's when it gets
Hey,
depressing for me.
I'm back. Thank you, ladies, for
Welcome back.
appreciate that. I know
We're trying to
everyone.
keep people busy without making people flee the chat with what we're talking about.
You did good. No, we're holding steady. You did good.
Good.
I knew we were in good. I was in good hands. I wasn't worried a bit. All right, real quick, just want to say again, hi to the chat. Dark Grave has joined us. What's up, Dark Grave? And Thomas Clark is in the house. Hey, Thomas. I see JT is in the house. What's up, JT? Loving your stuff, bro, on your channel, Dead Print Studios. Guys, make sure you check out JT's channel, Dead Print Studios, and his Instagram. He's posted some incredible pictures, guys. You got to, I don't know if y'all have seen them, but they're amazing work he's doing. Fear the Phantom. Hey, what's happening, man? Well, I appreciate it, guys. I see y'all are giving some great encouragement to me. I really appreciate that. I do. It's I was gonna do it no matter what, but it's so nice when you get encouragement, and it's always good to hear it. All right, Mr. Rick, I think I've said hello to already. Fear the Phantom. Yep. All right, Jeff Hill. Hey, Jeff Hill in the house. Okay, Jeff. Shay Rants. What's up, Shay? Shay Rants, excuse me, Shay. My buddy Shay over in the UK. Hope you're doing okay. Oh, Lord, I'm going to stop. I got to stop. I'll keep going.
Turning into Dr. Seuss in here.
Basically, you might got any green eggs over there? What are we doing? Anyway, I'm going to start acting silly. Shay, it's great to see you, man. All right. Slack Wolf in the house as well. All right. Got a lot of new folks have joined since I had to step away for a minute there. 9 Steven watch Lifetime movies on their days off.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, listen, don't knock it, JT. I just watched a Lifetime. No, it's not Lifetime. It was a Hallmark mystery movie. And they've got some decent little mystery movies. They really do. Huh. Seriously, they got tons of them. And the one I watched was called Mystery Island. Winner Takes All. And it's about a murder mystery weekend on an island. But as you know,
the best kind of movies.
What do they call it? Single location, trapped in location.
Yeah.
Yep.
And bodies start dropping for real. Just so if you have a Hallmark Mystery Channel, I have it on Prime, through Prime. You can watch it. I recommend it. It's a good little movie. It really is.
I might check that out.
Yeah, it was fun. And it got so many more, too. All right. I'm caught up on the chat, but I'm not caught up on some anniversaries and some really generous donations. One of them coming right here on the panel. Rachel, you're always like a ninja up here.
Ooh.
Never see it coming. Thank you, Rachel. 5 memberships gifted. That is so generous. Oh,
I just want more people to join the cult of Craven. That's all. I'm a good recruiter.
You are a great recruiter, bro. You really are. I really appreciate that. That is so awesome. And again, it means so much, and it's very generous. So thank you very much for that. Really,
No worries.
much appreciation. Jerry Wilson's got a anniversary today of this month. Whoo, 17.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Nice.
17 months, guys. Thankful to be here. You are the man, Craven. Well, thank you, Jerry. I appreciate it, buddy. I do my best, but I appreciate that. And look here, not to be outdone, Connie says, well, I'm going to do your 17 and push you on 18 months.
Connie has the best profile picture. Every time I see it, it makes me happy.
Oh, that's great.
I love
So
Bird.
cute.
Connie, thank you for your faithful membership every month. It's so appreciated. And again, you guys that are channel members and patrons both, you really help the channel stay what I call healthy and keep, it's like when you put soil around a rose bush, and you water it, it just helps it grow. It helps the channel stay alive. It helps me do more things, get more upgrades to software for you guys that I can bring different stuff. So I just appreciate your monthly support and just know it makes an impact. It really does for all of you. And Julie and Rachel, of course, that goes to you too, because you're both members as well. And I really appreciate y'all's support every single month. It really helps. JT at 26 months. Ooh. Yes,
Wow.
JT. My gosh, 26 months. Love my brother and my family. Same to you, JT. Really, man, you've been an amazing friend for over 2 years now, and just an amazing friend to the community. All the things that JT has donated or contests over the last 2 years, I mean, thousands of dollars retail if he was to sell that at conventions that he's just donated on his own initiative. I've never even, keep me honest, JT, but I don't think I've ever even asked you for anything. He's just like, hey, I got something coming up. You got Sleigh Fest coming. You got Halloween Fest coming. How about this? I mean, just very kind and generous. He's very much a giver. So JT, thank you, buddy. You have that platinum skull now, and I hope you're enjoying it. And I got to figure out for some of these folks, I got to start thinking about a color for the 3-year skull. Got to start thinking about that.
Ooh.
Because that's got to be something even more amazing. Already at platinum right now. And you know what else is amazing? You guys, Jeff Hill coming in with 5 gifted memberships to match Rachel. Wow. Thank you so much, Jeff. Another very generous individual and faithful. And every month is not only a channel member, but in the live streams. Jeff is like almost always here. You guys see him in the chat. He's a great part of our community. And you're just a cool guy, Jeff. And I appreciate you, man. And thank you for your memberships. And listen, guys, everyone who's received those memberships, if you're here, please be sure and thank Jeff and Rachel for their generosity. I know Johnny's here. He's got a membership. Brianna popping the popcorn. Oh, wow. Katie's back in the fold. TJ Sanders, Oscar Hernandez. So all of you that are here, please make sure and let them know you appreciate it, because I sure do. You guys are the best. All right. And we're almost done, guys. And we're going to get into it. And you're like, yeah, right, Stephen. Sure you are. What can I say? We have a super chat. Hey, let's go. We're getting right off with it. Johnny's starting us off with a $5 super chat to start the evening. Thank you, Johnny. That's so kind of you, my friend. Says you can only pick one horror movie from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s before you die, but only one from each decade. What do you pick? Well, what a great question on a night that we're ranking movies from all over the place. So, Rachel, Julie, I'm going to give you even more time to think. I'm going to put Rachel on the spot first. You got one movie, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Let us know. What do you got?
Actually pretty easy for me. So 80s, I am going with A Nightmare on Elm Street. definitely my favorite 80s horror. 90s, I mean, Scream, duh.
Hello.
What else was it going to be? Hello, that was it. And for 2000s, I'm going to go with Final Destination because I love Final Destination. So those are my 3 picks.
Ooh, those are all great picks. And
Thank you.
tip of the hat to Wes Craven, 2 of yours.
2
Mr.
of mine.
Craven himself. That's fantastic.
Yep.
All right, Julie, you got to pick one. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking 80s. I'm still mulling over.
Okay, you can go any order you want.
Sorry, this is like a really important to me. 90s. Does Gremlins count?
Yeah.
The original
Absolutely.
Gremlins? Of course, yes.
Have you
Okay.
seen those little things after midnight? They definitely
Dude,
count.
let me tell you, that I went to that. I'll never forget watching Gremlins when I was young as a kid, and I was like, you know, the first half of the movie approximately was all cuddly and it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
When those things started getting evil, and like I'm like, I got skits that actually kind of scared me. I'm not gonna lie, they were creepy to me as a kid. So good
Yep.
choice for the 80s. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh,
Okay.
sorry, man. She said Child's Play. Was the first one 89?
It was 88 or 89. I think it was 88.
I'll do
But
that.
Yeah.
I'll do that then, because I agree with that.
oh,
I love that
Gremlins has
movie.
been bumped. Sorry, Gizmo.
No, sorry. That one, Gremlins is
It was
in the
like
90s, right?
83. No, it was
Oh,
like
was it?
83.
Oh,
Steven
shoot.
Spielberg.
I think
Yeah, but you
Right,
can
sorry,
change it.
man.
original Gremlins was the 80s.
You're right.
You can change it if you want. You don't have to. I'm not
Nah.
going to hold you to it.
Nah.
Trust me. All right. And 2000s then.
Maybe The Ring. I really love the
Oh,
American
nice.
Ring remake.
What a
Mm-hmm.
great movie.
Such a good movie. Mm-hmm.
Gosh, it messed with my head for 3 weeks after I
Oh,
saw it in
yeah.
theaters.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm.
Really did.
That movie, that freaked me out
Ooh,
so badly. Just stuck with me. Just so many moments from
yes,
that movie. And I think
exactly.
like the actual videotape itself just messed me up. Like those images and the sound. I think it was the
Oh,
sound in
yeah.
particular was
That
just like,
weird
oh,
sound. Yes.
yeah.
So creepy. And I think, you know what? Look, we can talk spoilers. That movie's what, 20 plus years old. So I'm gonna just talk a spoiler on this because I will never forget. There's there's a lot of moments like Rachel, you just said there. I remember them. Like I can recall them being in the theater and how I felt.
Mhm.
And one of them was everything seemed nice and oh look, they saved What was her name? It's
Mara.
Samara.
Mara. Mhm.
They were saved her. All they were trying to do was free her ghost so she can be at peace. And I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
I calmed down. I was all tense before that, and I'm like, and then she goes to kiss her son goodnight in bed, and she's like, it's okay. I freed her. She's free now. And he's like,
Why would you
oh,
do that?
He
mommy,
never sleeps.
you weren't supposed to help her. Oh, I even, oh my gosh, I'm getting them now. I got chill bumps just hit all over me. And I said,
It
oh
was
Lord,
creepy.
creepy. And I'm like, this movie's
Mhm.
not over yet. No, no. And then of course the very final scene when she's coming out in the guy's apartment or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Never forget it. So
Nope.
good
So
choice, The
good.
Ring. All right. So for me, oh man.
Mhm.
Okay, well let's get this out of the way like Julie did. Or Julie or no Rachel. Well, really both of you. I'm going with the 90s. Come on. It's Scream. Done.
Mhm. Of course.
Now,
Yes.
the 2000s, honestly, is the trickiest for me because I've got Valentine in mind, which is like 2000, 2001, something like that. What was the other one I was thinking of? Final Destination, that Julie picked, I believe, right?
I think Rachel.
Or Rachel picked, sorry. Saw.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
come on,
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
see,
That's
I
like
could change my
legend.
answer every like 10 seconds.
It's same here, and that's what's so fun about this, right? It's like, and I'm not going to
Mhm.
hold anybody to it. In 5 minutes, our answers could all change. so that's okay. Um, 2000s, I'm gonna have to. You know what? For this moment in time, at least, I'm gonna say Valentine, but it could easily be
Nice.
Saw, Final Destination,
Mm-hmm.
Cursed. I mean, it could be a lot of stuff. For the 80s now, this is interesting. It's hard not to say Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm just gonna have to say
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I mean,
Nice. It's so good.
it's just so
So good.
original. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep, and just
Yes.
so many elements came together on that film that just worked so well. Robert Englund was so great, and the design for Freddy, Heather Langenkamp, gave it her all as Nancy, and that was great. Wes's direction is fantastic. It just,
Yep.
yeah, all of these elements just came together to make this amazing movie, and yeah, it's just so fantastic. And there's a reason that it has stood the test of time, and it's still listed as like one of the greats. So,
Oh, it's
owe that so much of that to Wes, like just,
yeah.
RIP, but yeah, it's a
Yep.
great, great movie.
It's true. I mean, he wrote it. It was all from his own imagination, his story,
Mhm.
directed it. And of course, I know JT in the chat. I know he's loving this because his
Yep.
Nightmare is his franchise. And so
Yep.
JT's like, my dude. Yes. Uh, it was one of the most original ideas that's ever been done, in my opinion. To have a killer who kills you when you're sleeping, not when you're awake.
Mhm.
And it's just so cool. That's such a great idea.
And
And
it's
then
like
the
And so
whole
scary because others killers you can run away from, but like you
yes,
have to sleep. At
you have
some point in
to.
time, your body's just gonna shut you down and he's gonna be waiting there for you. Like it's such a horrifying thought.
It is. Julie, what were you going to say about it? Do you have a thought
I'm
about
laughing because I was gonna say, and it's a feel-good movie.
it?
Oh.
Oh, hey,
Maybe I'm
Nancy.
weird.
Oh, I get that. And Nancy, the way it ended, the way she conquered and defeated Freddy was great. She
Mhm.
Yep.
outsmarted, and this is something that, and I know Wes didn't write Scream, but Wes directed it and brought it to life in such a way that showed the strength of Sidney Prescott. Even though she was she was an innocent starting off like scared and everything, but even in her fear, she was strong, right? And you can remember, you could see it. But he's done this on many of his films. And he loved to have empowered female leads that were not just pushovers. And it's common in most all of his films if you really watch them. And and again, it could even be a male lead. It would be the same way. But I love how he did that with Nancy. And then when you look over the one with Christy Swanson, Deadly Friend, how he you know, showed her empowered, even though she ended up, well, we know what happened with the basketball uh, before she ended up being BB. But anyway, Sidney Prescott, is another great example of how he had those strong female leads. Look at Red Eye. I mean, look,
I was gonna
Rachel
mention Red Eye.
McAdams. Yeah.
I love Red Eye. So
So good.
underrated. And her character in that film is awesome. Just the way she is
Yeah.
just continually trying and trying and trying to get away from Killian Murphy.
Mhm.
She doesn't give up. And yeah, such a great character. That is such a little underrated Craven film. Like I feel like because
Yes.
everyone focuses on his horror, they just miss
That's
Red
right.
Eye. And I saw that in the cinema and it was just
Me
I
too.
remember from start to end, it was just such an adrenaline ride. It was just so much
Totally.
fun. And again, Craven does this great thing. I mean, the majority of the movie takes place on an aeroplane, and he still manages to make it feel like it's so
Yeah.
frenetic and energetic. And it's like, it's one setting.
Hmm.
How are you doing this? But he's so good.
Yeah, total. He was a master at it. He was just a master of suspense. And yeah, Red Eye is so underrated. It's so good. If you haven't
Mm.
seen it out there, guys, make sure you check it out. It's a thriller. And as Rachel said, the adrenaline, once that movie kicks off, it goes and it never lets down. It's so good. Um, Anything you want to comment, Julie, on Red Eye? Which while we're talking about it?
I wish I've seen it more. I've only seen it twice, but it was very good.
Yeah.
I love Killian Murphy.
Yes. Yep.
Ours
I love his
JT.
attitude in interviews. He cracks me up. Very
Pretty
relatable
funny.
to introverts.
Yes. Yeah.
There you go. Well, listen, guys. Something we do here, some of you I know are here for the first time. So whenever a super chat comes in, I always like to show my appreciation also by playing a special little video clip, just to kind of something maybe you haven't seen or you don't see every day. And so, I think one thing, guys, and Julie, I'll press start with you on this one. We're always looking to the future, aren't we? Like,
Mhm.
the next technology, the next breakthrough, the next format of movies, the next, futuristic thing to add on our house or whatever's going to happen in the future. Well, there are some things here that are being developed that I think you guys are going to be interested in, possibly for your own home. And here's one right here.
And in the bathroom, something we've never seen before, an electronically disguised toilet.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Some people might be digging that. I don't know. What do you think, Rachel? I don't know.
In the middle of the night, if you've got guests over and they're trying to find the toilet, it's guess where it is. But I mean, come on.
It's a little
Getting a bit
slow, but
ridiculous.
it's pretty cool. Kind of looks like was that like orange shag carpet?
Yes.
I was going to
that's
say, that's
right.
definitely from the 70s, isn't it?
Yes. This was actually made in the 70s. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
gosh.
Johnny said in the chat, yeah, as long as you're not rushing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be in
that might
trouble.
be
That
Like,
could definitely be a pain. Yeah.
oh, man. Pushing the button. It's like, come on. It's like, oh, man. I'm sorry. I'd be ripping up flower beds. I'd be ripping off I'd be ripping everything out of there. Oh, that's so funny. All right. Thank you so much again. Much appreciated. And we have another super chat, guys. And then we're going to start our tier rankings. Super Tenor, what is up, my man? All right. Says, hey, Stephen, lovely Julie, Rachel, and Cravenites. Well, hello to you, Super Tenor. All right.
Hello. I said hello in the chat, but hello.
I will say it
Super
again,
Tenor's
right?
great.
No,
Yeah.
Super Tenor's awesome. He sends me
Mm-hmm.
clips, and some of these super chat clips that you're going to see on the channel, Super Tenor has sent those to me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so a shout out to
Can't wait
Super
to see them.
Tenor. Yeah, he's messages me regularly on Instagram, and he'll send these clips. And every time I see a clip in my inbox from Super Tenor, I know it's going to be great.
It's gonna be something.
It's going to be
Awesome.
something
That's
for the
awesome.
ages. Super Tenor, thanks for the super chat. And guess what? I think, talking about movies tonight, we're about to get into it. And there's lots of different science fiction, horror kind of movies. And I personally do like some sci-fi horror. I don't know if you guys like some of those or not. But this is from a movie that's, again, not a movie I've yet to see, but I've got a clip and just have to treat it as a little trailer. See if this is something we might try to dig up. And this is your super chat clip, Super Tenor. Here we go.
Big Bomba! Big Bomba!
Wow. I hope I die that way. That's pretty.
I was thinking it's Power Rangers mixed with
Oh,
the
that's-
Princess Bride, rodents of unusual size.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Wow, that's my response was wow as well. Yeah, wow. But I hope you guys got a kick out of it. It's all for fun, and hopefully it brings a smile to your face. But all right, guys. Well, listen, it's time to get into what we're doing tonight. Also, real quick, just want to say to Dana, thank you so much. Happy to be here. Love your videos so much. Dana, thank you. I appreciate your support and watching the content and for being here on your very first live stream. So I hope you're having fun and kick back, settle in. We're going to get into some rankings now. Just hope you're having a good time. All right. You're welcome here. And I hope you don't be a stranger. Okay. Thank you so much.
And I love your Remy profile picture.
Oh, yes. Yes. I love it. Ah, all right. Okay. Real quick, guys, because I always promise super chats go to the front of the line. So as we get into these tier rankings, guys, please leave where you rank the videos based on the categories that it's on the screen. Okay. So there's specific categories on screen you'll see. So leave in the chat. Let us know. We just want to know what you're thinking as well. Of course, this is interactive tonight, as it always is. But one thing I will say to you, if we don't get to everyone's comments about these movies, it's just because of time and volume. All right. Because we're going to be streaming for like maybe another hour-ish. That's right. Another hour. And then we'll see where we're at there and how my guests are feeling. But my point is, if you do have one you want to make sure we get to and it gets addressed, send in a super chat and I will get a notification when it hits. That's why I see it pop up and you will move to the front of everyone else. All right. I promise you that every stream, and I've never let it down in 3 years, and I never will. You'll go right in front of everyone, and then we'll keep going after that. And here's my case in point. We're about to start, and now, okay, great. Awesome, ladies. Thank you. Jeff Hill sending in a $10 super chat. Wow. That's very generous, man. Thank you. The best horror movie directors of all time. How would you do a tier list? Well, I'll tell you what. Instead of telling you that now and strategizing, how about we do a live stream soon? And that's exactly what we do. And I will show you how we will do a tier list. And we'll actually be on a stream together. But I don't want to leave you hanging after a super chat like that. But you honestly just inspired me to want to do that because that's a great idea. Don't you think, ladies? Wouldn't that be fun?
Excellent. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, I promise you this, Wes Craven will be on the highest ranking and he won't be able to move. He's like locked in or stuck or something. So
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's fair, right? I think that would be the consensus, I would hope, for the majority.
Yeah.
But Jeff, what I would do is I would think about and look over horror movies over the entire decades. I mean, we're going to go back to Hitchcock. We're going to go back. We're going to go way back. We're going to look at decades by decade. I mean, there's so many I could start naming already. I want to start naming. But rather than naming them all out, what I'll do is I will go decade by decade and look at the highest grossing films, look at the most iconic horror films, the kind of horror films that we're still talking about that are 50 plus years old. Those directors should be acknowledged. They'll be on the list. And I'll put together a list of at least 20 to 30 minimum directors. 30 is probably what I want to hit. 30 as a floor. And then we can just start ranking those directors and what we feel their work represents to the horror community and go from there. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. So maybe I can twist Rachel and Julie's arms back again to join me for that here in the near future. If that's cool with you guys, I'd love to have y'all.
Yeah. Don't twist too hard. I have carpal tunnel. But aside from that, we'll be okay.
How about if I just pinch you a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a little, little.
That works.
Awesome. Jeff, thank you for the super chat and a great idea. We're going to do that. And for your super chat clip, again, we're talking about the future, right? So could you imagine, guys, if you could relax in your recliner or your nice comfy chair in the living room and the mail's out in the mailbox, you don't want to get up, you're comfortable. And so you're going to relax in your chair while your personal assistant robot gets the mail for you. Check this out. Here we go.
Here's the perfect invention for Ben himself. An easy chair for the guy who just can't sit still. Aroff is 6 feet 8 inches tall, weighs 275 pounds, and even has a small vocabulary.
Let's go, Benji. Come on, Benj. Let's go.
He He is, however, a domestic and so has a difficult time with the great outdoors. That's the first time we've ever seen a dog curb.
I just love how he's
Okay.
going off. He's going off road, about to fall over. She's like running over there.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I meant to
Was
say,
horrifying.
walking your dog while you're relaxing, not checking your mail. That might be a later clip if we get another super chat. We'll have to wait and see what else they're doing.
I need that guy's chair. My ADHD, I would be spinning in that
Yes.
24/7. It takes all my willpower when I'm sitting here to not just constantly swivel. I've tried to stop. It's hard.
Too, because I tend to fidget a lot. So I'm like, every time I'm on stream, I'm like, don't fidget, Rachel. Don't swing your chair. Just sit still.
Yep.
Oh dear.
That would be a
But no,
dream
totally
come
with you.
true.
Did we lose Steven? Oh, I know, right? Like,
I'll
I
be
do.
right
Do
there,
you use
ladies.
fidget
Okay.
spinners? Oh, good. Do you use fidget spinners as well, Julie? Like those little things that you can buy where you just like play with them.
I probably should, but instead I use like pens, and like
Yeah,
this one has like
yeah,
a squishy
yeah.
top. This is so weird, but this is my fidget spinner. I just have to be like,
Mhm.
do you?
No, I don't use the actual things. My husband's talked about buying me, like, the rings before because, yeah, I tend to fidget a lot. Like, I remember anytime I go to see my doctor, she'll just be like, "Oh my god, girl, just the way you just keep fidgeting, your legs going or your hands going or, it's just a constant, like, just need." And I feel so bad because I'll, like, jiggle my legs and stuff, like, in bed at night, and my poor husband, it's like he's sleeping next to an earthquake. And I remember once we were at a wedding and we came home and he was really drunk and he was like, "Okay, babe, I love you. And normally you can do that, but I am so drunk right now. You have to stop moving. Otherwise, I'm
Oh,
going
you
to."
give him seasickness.
Yeah.
Oh
Can't
my
help it.
gosh.
Oh,
It's
dear.
so funny. Johnny says, could you imagine being a postman and en route and seeing that robot coming towards you?
Hey,
I
that
would
would
just
make
throw the
my
mail at
day.
him and run. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Oh Lord. Okay, guys. Well, look, let's get to it now for real. I'm gonna go ahead, bring on our tier listing here of movies. Let me do that 1 second here. Here we go. And that's not what I wanted to do. Let's try that again. Oops. Okay. Gotta love it. Gotta love living when you're live
Technology.
streaming. Yes,
Yeah.
talking about technology. Here we go.
We're in the future.
We are. Look out. All right. All right. There, that looks better.
There we go.
Okay.
We
There
go.
we go. We're good to go. Okay. All right, guys. So here's what we will do. What's up, Jason? Just want to say hi to Jason. Jason's in the house. All right, man. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. All right. So we've got a lot of movies here. Obviously, you can see this pretty thorough list. So what we're going to do is whenever we select a movie title, and Gremlins, look at there, Julie.
Woo!
It's on the list. We made it. We're going to look through all these movies. I mean, it's just there's all different decades, all over the map, all kinds of subgenre. And so it's going to be fun. When we do, though, we're going to go around the panel. We're going to discuss our thoughts on the film overall, if we've seen it. And here are the categories. We're going to rank them. We've got masterpiece. We've got really good. We've got entertaining. We've got not my thing. And then we've got haven't seen it, no opinion. So if you haven't seen it, it's okay. We're just, there's nothing to say. I mean, there'll be some I haven't seen, I know. So these are the categories, guys, in the chat and on the panel. So whenever we're doing our rankings, please, if we could respond with your idea or ranking rather, with where you think the movie should go over here on these with these exact titles. That would be awesome. All right. Does it make sense, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good.
All right, then let's get started. So what I thought I would do is last time I did something like this, I did a random wheel spin, but I said, rather than list the name of every one of these, why don't we just do it the way I used to do it? And I'll go around the panel. You get to pick.
Ooh.
Yes, you
Oh.
get buyer's choice. You get to pick what movie you want to talk about and rank. So, Rachel, we're going to start with you, and we'll come up and we'll keep it going. So, tell me if you want me to scroll down. I can certainly do that. There's a lot
I'm
here.
in the very first row that I can see that I would love to talk about.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick Candyman because I'm predictable and I love.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Help me out because it's easy to lose where we're at.
The
Top
big
right.
eye on the top row, so
Oh,
all the way
top
over to the
row.
right. Yeah, there it is,
Yeah. There we go.
right
Okay.
there.
So, all right. I'll put it under. I'm just going to put it here as a placeholder for right now. All right. So
All right.
Rachel, talk to us about Candyman. Your thoughts about the movie, and then where you would rank it.
So this is one of my top 10 horror films. I think this film is amazing. I've done streams on Night's channel where we've just talked about this movie and the just the depth of this movie. So first of all, I love the fact that it's an urban legend. I love a play on urban legends.
Yep.
And it's a little bit of a Bloody Mary thing, which I really knew growing up. I
Yeah.
really love that this is kind of more of like a psychological gothic horror. This is very much about Helen's journey into Candyman's madness and how he's affecting her life and how he's basically trying to bring her into this really dark fairy tale to be his victim. And I just think there's some great social commentary in here, the talking about gentrification, Cabrini Green, the way cops respond to black people versus white communities, all of that. Of course, you have Tony Todd, who, if anyone has seen me on any of these streams, they know that I have like the biggest, fattest crush on Tony Todd as Candyman. If I came across him in that car park, I would be so effed because I would absolutely just be like, okay, Candyman, take me away. I'd be gone. He's so beautiful and he's got such gravitas and he's just got such charisma and that voice. Oh, I don't know if you can be attracted to a voice, but like Tony Todd, he does it for me. So I could literally take up the rest of his stream talking about this movie, so I'm going to stop now. But for me, Candyman is a masterpiece. So that's my thoughts.
Love that. Wow, good, strong stuff. And Rachel always is never shy to just to bring her opinion straight up, and I love that. So good job. I have to say, if you're in love with the Candyman, I'm in love with Tony Todd's voice. I could just be in love with his voice alone. There's not one. There's just some of these what I call iconic voices. James Earl Jones,
Oh
Morgan,
yeah.
Yes.
right? Morgan Freeman, I believe, is iconic voice.
Yep.
And Tony Todd, without a doubt, he's Roger L. Jackson. You got some voices that are just iconic. So, Julie, what do you think about Candyman?
I would agree with Rachel. You're gonna hate me. I've only seen it once.
That's
I'm
okay.
so
You've
sorry.
seen it though.
I've heard you
Just
talk
go and
about it
rectify that.
in all of Night's streams. I know. I know. I do need to give it another watch, but I will also go with masterpiece. Incredible
Okay.
acting. I also am a sucker for an urban legend folklore type
Yep.
story. Love that. Yeah, and Tony Todd. Oh my God, he's so good.
He was
Rest in
amazing.
peace.
Rest in
Awesome.
peace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I won't
Okay.
disappoint Rachel, and I agree with you. Masterpiece.
Very cool. All right, we got 2 masterpieces on the panel. And so let me know in the chat if you want to. Otherwise, you can just watch and you don't have to vote. It's all right. Just whatever makes you have a good time tonight. For me, it's got to be masterpiece because Candyman it's Candyman. I mean, anyone who's in the horror genre as far as a fan, if you've been a fan of horror for any length of time, like we know Candyman. We all know a point of reference to what we're talking about. And great movie. Again, it is urban legend. It does have the Bloody Mary thing, which is what I thought of too, Rachel, when I first saw it. Because when I was a kid, back in the in the prehistoric times, we would we would have that going around at school about the say Bloody Mary in the mirror, and that was like I remember that vividly. So
Yeah.
and it was a good movie. It was a very good movie. Huge psychological aspect, and I like that as well. So yeah, I'm going to say masterpiece. Let's look at the crowd, or let's look at the chat, I should say. We've got Jeff with Masterpiece. We've got Paula with Masterpiece. Rick, wow. Dana says really good. Yep, and that's that. Okay, that's good as well. Masterpiece for Stella. Wow, I think it's pretty much Johnny's masterpiece. Yeah, it's a landslide. So let's do it. Make it official. Candyman is a masterpiece. There we go. Now, I'm gonna throw a twist. Do you guys like you guys like twists, right? We love in our movies. The twist at the end, the killer's reveal, but maybe it's actually not the real killer. All that stuff. Well, I'm gonna throw a twist into tonight's fun. If you're here and a particular movie gets ranked somewhere that you strongly, passionately disagree with, you have the power to move that movie up or vice versa. Let's say you really passionately want to move a movie down instead of moving it up. You have the power to do both, either or. By sending in a super chat tonight, you will have the opportunity to move a movie up or down one level. So it's a pretty powerful tool in your hands. Should you be passionate enough that you're saying, nope, don't agree with that, masterpiece is too high, or if it was lower, you could say it was too low, whatever, okay? So that is the twist for tonight's fun, the rest of the stream. A super chat will change the game. It will change the rankings if you send it in and say move it up one or move it down one. All right. JT says back in Steven's time, they had to light candles to say Candyman. How did you know that?
Oh my gosh.
Dude, you're absolutely right. You must have read that in some kind of historical document or something, because it's true. Oh my gosh. All right. Julie, your turn, and let me know if you need me to want to go down more. I'll start here.
I saw it earlier. The Birds.
Okay.
I just want to double check that I did see it.
Okay. It should be
I
here.
think it was further down.
I think it is. If you see
Yeah,
it,
'cause
just
I
say
saw it
stop.
too. There it is. I just saw it stop. It's in the
Okay.
row that starts with Scream, right in the middle.
Oh, next to
Right.
Blair Witch.
Next to
Yeah.
Blair Witch. I'm getting there. There it
There
is.
we go.
Okay. I gotta move it up incrementally because it doesn't let you track it up to the top. It just says, okay, no, you can't go any higher. All right. Let me see if I can stack. Not quite. Almost. All right. I'll put it there for now. The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock. Julie, tell us about your passion for the movie, or
Oh my
maybe your
God.
lack of passion.
No, I love this movie. I haven't seen it in probably 10 years, but this is my story with most scary movies. My parents showed me it when I was a little child, and they were like, oh, this is fine for a kid to watch.
Oh,
and this
no.
One, Pretty Birds.
Oh my God, this movie ruined my life for I was so scared, especially, it's kind of a spoiler, but the one scene with the man and he's sitting in the chair, and his eyes are gone.
Oh.
The
images, right?
Yeah. That ruined my life. But I love this movie. I would love to rewatch it soon.
Yeah.
It's been about a decade. I'm sure now it probably wouldn't be as scary, but
right.
I love this movie. Oh my gosh, such a classic. I wouldn't put it in masterpiece though. I would say really good.
Okay, so we'll say really good for Julie. And that's a movie that I haven't seen. I can't even tell you when I saw that movie last. I've forgotten more than I remember. Let me just put it that way. So, if I get a wild hair up, my back sometime, I may just do a watch party for the Birds. Right? Why not? I mean, it's a classic, a horror movie. Of course, my tendency would be Psycho and Psycho 2, of course, as you know. But you know what? The Birds, it definitely has its place in history for horror. So good pick. Good pick and good feedback. Rachel, The Birds.
Man, Screw this movie. This movie scared the absolute crap out of me. I watched this for media studies in school. And okay, so in Australia, we have these birds that in the springtime, they're called magpies. They will dive bomb you for no reason. And so
Oh
this movie just
no.
kind of like fuels that fear,
Oh.
like we already have that here in Australia. And then we've got that. Look, I think this movie is so well done. I think Tippi Hedren is so good in the lead role, and watching her go through that, like, she starts the movie
Mhm.
so together and so poised, and she know what she wants, and by the end of the movie, she's just like a broken shell of a woman, and it's like, oh my god, look at what she has gone through in this movie. So many
Wow.
scenes are just so iconic. There's that one scene where you come out, there's like just all like the birds just everywhere. I mean, not doing anything, they're just everywhere, and it's like, where did you all come from? And it's just so horrifying. And I think one of the scariest part of this movie is you never find out why these birds just go nuts for no discernible
Mhm.
reason. And so it's like you just think to yourself, this could happen. Wildlife gone crazy. And there is always something scary about like animals and birds going crazy. Like humans going crazy, you can maybe talk them down, or you can take them down, or you can figure out a way to get out of a situation. But if a crazed animal is coming after you, yeah, you're kind of screwed. So look, I agree with Julie. I don't think this is quite a masterpiece, because I do think Hitchcock does have other movies that I think work the tension and everything better. But I would say
Mhm.
really good. And definitely, if you
Okay.
have a bird phobia already, do not watch this movie. It's only going to make it 1,000 times worse.
Good feedback. Yeah. All right. Well, for me, I'm gonna rank it. I'm gonna rank it as really good. I think that's for me. That's where it makes the most sense personally, just my opinion. Because and that's no. And listen, ranking it really good is not shabby. That's not like
No.
that's a high ranking for this
Mhm.
list. So all right, let's see what the chat says. Mayanne, no problem. She's heading out, but she's still here. Okay, great. Jeff says, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna start with Stella. I think it's the first one. Entertaining. Jeff is entertaining. Dana's entertaining. Olivia's entertaining. Really good. Okay, really good. Bird's not my thing. It's all right. No worries. Really good for Mr. Rick. And JT says the birds were addicted to, I'm not going to say it out loud,
Yeah.
but you guys see it, and was having withdrawals.
Withdraw-
Gosh,
I mean,
JT.
sure, but that's one
It looked
explanation.
that way. All right. So, Julie, based on the voting math here, we don't have to be exact because we're all really good on the panel. So that's 3. We got 4, right? We got 5. We got looking for really goods. 5. Is it just 5?
I think so,
Maybe.
yeah.
I think it is. And then for entertaining, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for entertaining, and really good. We've got 1, 2, 3. And entertaining has another one as well. Troy just came in. Hey, Troy. So that's 5. We have a tie. We have a
Oh.
tie. 5 and 5. All right. So I'll give anyone in the chat who has not yet voted. We got over 30 people here, and we only got like a handful of votes, and that's perfectly fine. But the Birds, Alfred Hitchcock, he said, is it really good or is it entertaining? Tiebreaker, Kelly just came in and broke it, and we're moving it or keeping it at entertaining. All right. JT as well. Now, remember, and Paula, thank you, Paula. All right, I'm officially closing it off. The Birds will stay at entertaining unless someone says, no, it's not. It does not. It needs to be really good. Your super chat can save the Birds. You can move it up a level or down a level if you send it in right now. All right. And so we're going to go ahead and get ready for the next movie, which is going to be mine. Right? Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obvious choices here that I could do, and we would vote and be done in 60 seconds. But I don't want to do that just yet. At least I want to make it a little more interesting. And this is okay. All right. Got to do it. It's American Psycho. I'm going American Psycho.
Ooh, yay.
Yes. And okay, guys. So I'll go ahead and start on this one for us. This movie's freaking good. It's. I'm sorry. It is to me so entertaining. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of nudity. So you got to be ready for that. I think it was, but you know what? The point of this entire film was what? In one word, excess. It was excess. In other words, over, too much. That was the whole point of the movie, essentially. So you see it in the bedroom, you see it in the drug use, you see it in the job with their business cards. Everything in this movie is, it points to excess, over the top. So it makes sense why it was that way. I get that. This is my first time ever seeing Christian Bale. And that was my introduction.
Oh.
Yes, it was.
Well.
Oh, what's that, Rachel? Your mic didn't pick up. It was
Sorry, no, I was just saying, wow, that's an intense introduction to Christian Bale.
very intense. And I loved it. I was like, this guy is awesome. Whoever this actor is amazing. He played Patrick Bateman. I mean, I can't think of anyone I would want to put in that role except Christian Bale after seeing him. I mean, when he puts on Hip to Be Square with the axe, with his plastic laid down on his couch and stuff, and he's just giving his commentary all like, yeah, and Huey Lewis in the News, arguably this was their best album. He's just like, and he's like swinging his axe, and the guy has no clue on the couch.
Leto's just like,
Poor
whatever.
Jared Leto.
Jared
Yeah.
Leto
Didn't see Batman behind him.
no, he did not. And then, man, he says, I don't remember what he said before he like actually killed Leto, but he's something, and he's just like, ah, and he just screams and like, boom. I'm like,
The
dude.
very last thing he says is, "Hey, Paul," to get him to turn around.
That's right.
Right, that's it. It's hey,
Yep.
Paul. Oh, he was so deranged. He was so gone, and was high on every kind of narcotic you can think of. Just amazing. I think it is a fantastic thriller / horror. But it's more of a thriller to me. It's one of those movies, than a horror. But it's definitely horrific stuff going on. Especially, his treatment of ladies of the night, and just a lot of bads. This guy was not a good guy, okay? But he played a bad guy great. So I'll stop because I like Julie now. I could go on for all night as well. Let's see. Let's just go down. So Julie, your thoughts on American Psycho? Oh,
So-
wait. I'm sorry. I didn't rank it. I'm sorry. I'm just remembering I didn't rank it. American Psycho for me, I'm gonna do a placeholder for really good. I won't say it's a masterpiece. That's a masterpiece is like, whew, that's really tough, but it's really darn good. So I'm sorry, Julie, please continue.
I think something that's really cool about this movie, besides everything that's amazing about it, is that I did read the book before I saw the movie. And I would say this movie improved upon the book, which is really rare.
Wow, that's
That is
great.
rare.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because the book is cruel and harsh and upsetting and very divisive. And I would say the movie had a female director, and I think that was a great thing because the book was really criticized for being misogynistic and all that. And in a book that it didn't come across any other way. It was like, wow, this is a hard read.
Wow.
The movie made it fun and funny while still being horrific. And I think, the acting, Willem Dafoe too was great. I would say the movie is so enjoyable. So it takes a really dark subject matter and turns into something that is still dark, but it's enjoyable and so good. I would say, I would agree with really good.
Okay. Yeah. All right, really good. Good stuff. All right, Rachel, what do you think about Mr. Patrick Bateman?
I mean, I love this performance. Christian Bale. So the first thing I ever saw Christian Bale in was Little Women, and then this was the second thing I saw him in. So it was such a change going from like him playing like Laurie, this like all-American boy next door in like the 1800s, to Patrick Bateman, like on Wall Street. But I think what Julie said is so true. Like they took what is a really dark subject matter and turned it into this really funny black comedy that also still shows
Mhm.
like the horror of Patrick Bateman. And I just love how over the top some of the scenes are. Like, I mean, we all giggled when you mentioned the business card, because we all know the
Yes.
business card scene of
Yes.
Christian Bale practically salivating over like this guy's like cream business card, and oh my god, is that embossed? And it's so good.
Yeah.
But it's really funny that you mentioned not being able to picture someone in the role, because I don't know if you guys know this, but they were actually chasing Leo DiCaprio for this role. The
Oh.
director
Mm.
and the author of the book, they didn't actually want Christian Bale. He really wanted this role, and they wanted Leo. And what happened is Christian went to dinner with the author and the director in character as Patrick Bateman, and the author was so freaked out by how close he was to she basically said the author basically said it was the character come to life, and the director was like blown
Oh,
away. And so that's how he got like the part, because he really really wanted this role.
oh,
And you just, like you said,
Wow.
you couldn't imagine anyone else in the role. He's
No.
just so good. He almost is like, and I think the director said this too, it's almost like he's an alien, like he doesn't
Mhm.
understand like human emotion. And like, the
Nope.
scenes with like Reese Witherspoon, like his fiance, where he's so cold and distant and, just not communicating with her at all.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's just such a great, great performance. I agree that I think it goes in really good. I don't know if I'd quite put it in masterpiece, but no, it's a really great film. And I agree with Julie. I think having a female director to take on this
Mhm.
sort of subject matter is what made the film, that much better and that much funnier, and able to make a bit light out of this really horrific, subject matter and these themes. But I think really good is
Mhm.
a good place for it.
Okay. All right. Good commentary, you guys, all of you.
yeah, I did not know that story, so thank you for sharing that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I
Worries.
didn't either.
When I first found that out, I was like, that is hilarious. And I would be
Yeah.
terrified if I went to dinner and Patrick Bateman just showed up at my table. I wonder if it was at
Man.
Dorset.
Yeah,
Maybe.
there we go. That's a deep cut. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. Yeah,
Ah,
if you saw him and then he flips out his little card case and he's like, my
Yep.
card, and what he's like bone white. Remember, it was like made
Uh-huh.
bone white.
sweaty. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Gives the
Mhm.
measurements, how deep it is, and it's just crazy.
So good.
Oh, it's so good. Um, all right. So as far as the chat goes, we'll do it real quick. Julie, you want to help me out? And Rachel, either one of you or both of you, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm having a
I'm
look.
I'm looking at Jeff Hill's comment as the first, as far as I can see it. Oh no.
Mr. Rick said entertaining.
Okay.
Entertaining. Yep. We've got
Okay.
Olivia said really good. Troy said really good. Dana said really good. I think really good seems to be the deciding.
Yeah.
Although we've got a few entertainings in here.
Uh-huh. Jeff said
But
really good as well.
yeah, so it looks like
Kelly.
I think I can see 3 entertainings here. So I think really good seems to be the
Uh-huh.
consensus.
I think so.
Mm,
All right, guys.
nice.
I'm gonna lock it in. Lock it in right there, right where it's at. American Psycho officially ranked as really good. Now, if you are passionate and you say that's I want to move it up to masterpiece or entertaining, you can do it. Don't forget, you have the power like He-Man. And send in the super chat and you can
By
move
the
it.
power of Grayskull. Sorry.
That's
I
right.
couldn't help it.
The power of the super chat enables you to make the final decision. Oh gosh.
Oh
Oh
dear.
Lord. Tell me about it. All right, let's get back to it, guys. So Julie will go down this time instead of up. So Julie, let me pull up the posters and you tell me if you want to go more. So many.
Ah,
So
yeah, I'm trying to
many.
find something a little different too, but that I have seen. Oh, Dead Silence. It's right next to Doctor
Ooh.
Sleep. Bottom
What
right.
row? What row? Or is it
One,
way down?
two,
Oh no, I see
three,
it. I
four.
see it.
Okay.
There it is. Okay, all right, I'll put it there for now. All right, Julie, Dead Silence. Tell us about it.
All right, this movie. It's the first
I,
James. Oh,
can I
go
just
ahead.
say one thing? Can I say one thing? I
Mhm.
have not seen it.
Okay, I won't
So,
spoil anything.
okay, thank you.
Um,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
okay, this.
It's hard to talk
as
about it
with
now. Right?
Okay, well, what I will say is this movie terrified me. It was the first James Wan movie I saw.
Nice.
There's there's a few scenes that are really scary, but there's one scene, I won't say what it is, but oh my gosh, it just like the birds, it ruined my life. But this
Go
is,
ahead
I
and
saw
say it.
this.
Go ahead and say it. That's it. I'll watch it anyway. It's okay. It's James Wan. It's okay.
Well, okay, well, I won't say exactly what happens in the scene, but it's a scene in a morgue, and has to do with the threat in the film in the
Okay.
morgue, and in the scene it's like a flashback, and there's a child character in the flashback, and they see something horrific that has to do with a dead body, and it is like traumatizing for me as a kid. Again, I haven't seen this movie in many years, but oh my goodness, it's Steven, you got to watch it. And actually, this would
Yes.
probably be a really cool watch party movie, because it's like,
Ooh,
from what I
okay
remember,
then.
it is pretty scary. It is, and fun.
Okay. Well,
So
maybe we'll do it this month before the month is over. Maybe we'll do a watch party for it. Okay.
I don't know. I might leave it in entertaining, because
Okay.
now if it's sitting next to American Psycho, it's like, ooh, I don't know. And it's been a while since I've seen it, so
Okay.
dang it, I might leave it at entertaining. And that's not to say it's not a really good movie, because it is, but kind of contradicting myself there. But
That's all right. No, that's okay. Entertaining is good too. Listen, if I can watch a movie and turn it off and say that was entertaining, I'm happy. Honestly, I'm satisfied. If it's anything above that, I'm ecstatic at that point. Like, and that's when I'm starting to say, everybody got to watch this movie. We all do those. But I want to watch it. And Julie, maybe I'll do a watch party for it. That's a good idea.
okay.
Yeah. James Wan. It's my boy. I love James Wan. I need to
Yeah,
see it. I need to see it because it's James Wan.
I think you'll like it.
Fantastic. All right. Rachel, what do you think? What are your thoughts on the film Dead Silence?
Sent it for a watch party. I also have not seen this one, and I also do love James Wan,
Oh,
so it's one of those ones that I've been meaning to get around to see, and I just never have. So we'll have to leave this one up to Julie and trust her instincts and go with the
okay.
flow. But yes, definitely, if there is a watch party, I will join, because yeah, James Wan is like, I mean, I love his work, and I can't
Yes.
imagine it would be anything less than awesome. So you'll definitely have to
Yes.
watch that at some point.
You know what's interesting? It looks like the chat the majority haven't seen it.
Wow.
Mm.
It is a bit
Okay, so
lesser known.
definitely thinking
Yeah,
watch party.
Man, we
I
got to
am
figure out a
too.
time where Rachel will have to watch it in the dark at night.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, we're gonna do a watch party at 8 in the morning on a Tuesday.
yeah,
No,
Oh, well, it has to be dark for
terrifying with
you
the
too.
sun blazing and the birds singing.
Yeah.
but you're right, Julie. We'll have to figure that out. We'll have to get offline and let's talk about how that would look like or what that would look
We'll
like
work
if
it
we could
out.
do it. We'll work something out. And yeah, Stella says it was also written by Lee Winnell. So it's the team from Saw.
Oh,
It's the
amazing.
Saw
Oh,
team back.
yes.
The original Saw. It's
Mhm.
right back together.
And
I
Billy the
gotta.
Puppet
They're
is in it,
Australian.
I believe it. I
Oh,
believe.
nice.
You know how they like to leave him in
Oh,
their movies in the background?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Believe he's in it
Awesome.
somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All
Go the
right.
Aussie
So
boys.
we're going to move this down to haven't seen it. But you know what? Let me know in the chat if you guys are down for a watch party. A lot of times I'll do a watch party. I have an idea, and we'll brainstorm, and then nobody shows up, and you know what? We enjoy it ourselves. Whoever shows up, we'll watch it and we'll have fun. But I would, if you guys are down for a watch party, that kind of helps me gauge how much you guys would attend it. That would be because it's more fun with more people, right? A watch party is always fun. with more folks who are participating.
Mhm.
We'll leave it at there. Okay, Rachel, your turn. Tell
I
me.
wanted to pick The
Hmm.
Woman in Black, which I think is just a little bit further down. I did see it
Okay.
here.
All right, I'll stop
Where
there.
is it? Where is it? I
Oh,
know I saw it in
it's
here because I
like
was like,
diagonally
"Ugh."
down from Ju-on, The Grudge.
Yes, there it is. Okay,
It's
so
like
second row from the bottom, Stephen, and it's
Oh,
like
we're
the
down
fourth
here.
one along.
above
Yeah, so
Texas.
go up one,
We're here.
and
We're
there it
Right.
is, right next, right there. There we go.
got it. It's like navigating an
I
air
know.
traffic controller or something. Oh my gosh! Now I lost her. Oh no!
Up right
Where
at the
is
top,
she?
right at the top.
Okay, got it.
Go right up the top. There we go. He's getting
Oh
away
my
from
god!
us.
I'm telling
Harry
you.
Potter,
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
get away from us.
Harry Potter, or for all those people that refuse to look at the evidence, you would say Roman Bridger, who has the mystical powers of transporting. Um, all right, Rachel, tell us about this
Oh
movie
dear.
because I have not seen this movie. Have
Okay,
not.
so this is one of my favorite ghost story movies. So it
Oh,
is a remake from a movie based in the 80s, and the movie from the 80s is based on a play. Daniel Radcliffe plays a young widower who lives in like late 1800s England, and he's sent to this remote town to work on a estate where the woman has just died, and the estate
oh,
it sits on like an island that's out in a marsh, and when the marsh comes in, you get flooded and you end up having to stay on that island. Now, there is a
ah,
legend that there is a woman in black at this estate, and if you see her, a child in town will die. And the whole
ooh,
movie is about Daniel. Yeah, so that's the premise. So the whole movie is about Daniel Radcliffe going to this town, not believing in this legend, going to this haunted house, and all of like the townsfolk are trying to stop him from going. And then you see the events unfold and the mystery of like, who is the woman in black? Why does she do what she does? And so on and so
mm-hmm,
forth. It's a really atmospheric, kind of
ah,
slow burn gothic horror. Lots of, long shots around the house, lots of, faraway shots of the woman in black, very atmospheric, very, very eerie. And I think it just kind of flew under the radar because this was, I think, the first movie
yeah,
that Daniel did after Harry Potter. So, it was a
ah,
very, very small film, a little indie film, but
mm-hmm,
I found it so creepy and I found it so effective. And the ending is one of those kind of gut punch endings that you just kind of go,
okay,
oh, okay, this is what we're doing. I think having it in entertaining is a good spot because I wouldn't put it up there with like, The Others or The Sixth Sense or something like that. But I do think
mm-hmm.
it's a very solid little ghost story that I do think gets overlooked. So I think entertaining is a good place to have it. And anyone who hasn't seen it, I would highly recommend, especially if you love those kind of old school ghost stories, the really kind of slow
Ah,
hauntings. Mm.
okay, well that does sound good. Sometimes it's really funny because ghost stories sometimes for me are the hardest to watch because I like to have a slasher killer in a mask and a costume that I can kill. I can take out my good
Yes.
buddy Mr. Smith and his pal Mr. Wesson, and we can have a go at it. But when you start talking about the supernatural and the
Mm.
ghost, this is a different thing for me. It kind of really creeps me out, and that's probably why I haven't seen it yet. But see, that's the kind of movie I would have to watch on a watch party. I mean, I just want it would
Yes.
make it
It'd
easier
be
to watch,
very good.
and it would be fun.
Yes. Strength in numbers. Strength in numbers.
Strength in
Yes.
numbers, yes. All right, Julie, have you seen the movie by chance?
I've seen it once.
Okay.
Shortly after it came out, I watched it on TV. I did not see it in the theater, but Rachel just like talked me into wanting to watch it again because I remember
Hmm.
being like entertained, but I don't remember being thrilled by it.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I really don't have much to say about it, but now I really want to rewatch it. It's been because when did this come out? Wasn't this like 2013 or
20
something?
Yeah, 2012, I think it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, like right after Harry Potter ended. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to give it another shot, but I do remember it being entertaining, so yeah, I'd be fine with leaving it there.
Okay.
I love ghost
Um,
stories though. So
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I like them too, especially when there's I gotta be honest with you. My favorite ghost stories are the ones where the ghosts come back to help make wrong things right.
Yes.
Those are my most favorite versus the malevolent, or what the evil
Yes. Yeah, I
ghost
know what you
returns,
mean.
like
Mhm.
Samara, and then those guys, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but I'm open to both, and it looks like the crowd in the chat says entertaining is the majority as well. So, I will leave it right where it is. Okay,
Excellent.
good choices. All
Right.
right, let me see. I'm going to go next. We got about 15 more minutes. Is that cool with you guys? You good for about
Mhm.
15, 20 minutes tops? All
Mhm.
right. Okay.
Yep.
So we're not ready to stop, but we're kind of seeing the end in sight now down the road. So definitely stay with us. Let us know your thoughts. And, time's running out if you want to move any of these movies. So just keep that in mind. All right. There was a movie I was going to do. And I said that I think this will actually surprise you guys that I picked this. And, guess what? I forgot it and I can't find it.
Oh.
I should have wrote a note, just wrote it down somewhere. Because when I saw it, I'm like, oh, wait, no. I do see it. Okay, we're on the subject of ghosts. And I'm gonna stay on that theme. I'm going with the Autopsy of Jane Doe. Yes. And this is a movie that I'm just gonna put it here for now. The Autopsy of Jane Doe is not, I don't believe it's hugely popular. Like, I don't think it's up there with some of these other movies that we've talked about in terms of like knowledge and understanding, of seeing it. This is a movie that is very much like we talked about with some others. It's a one location shot. And the premise of the movie, I'm not going to spoil anything. The premise of the movie is that there's a father and a son who run the local, basically the morgue, a medical examiner. They both, the father's the medical examiner and the son helps him, basically. And they have a Jane Doe body, unidentified female. And they are going to conduct an autopsy of her. And things inexplicably, got that out, go sideways. And that's really all I'm going to say about it, because this is a movie that if you've seen it, you already know what I'm talking about. Less is more. So I hate to not really indulge more than that. I know it's an older movie. I could with spoilers, but this movie gets crazy, insane, but it's done really well. So I think I'm going to rank it as, I'll leave it at entertaining. I think that's where I would put it. Julie, we'll go down. Have you seen this movie by chance?
I'm glad you didn't spoil it, because no, I haven't seen it.
That's why I was very careful. Yes. Okay.
So now I want
Rachel,
to.
yeah, I would watch it with you anytime. Rachel, how about you?
Found this movie very disturbing. Very, very
Yes. Oh,
disturbing. And I think
very.
the fact that it, like you said, the fact that it's this one setting, it's this morgue, it's his father and son, it's Brian Cox, isn't it? And
Yeah.
I can't remember the kid, but they're both
Me either.
very, very good.
Very
And
good.
as they're going through the autopsy and, as things more and
Mhm.
more get discovered, and there are some real, I won't say anything because I
Yeah.
don't want to spoil it for Julie, but there's some messed up stuff that happens both to the body, on the body, and
Mhm.
around the body. Like
Yep.
the Autopsy of Jane Doe. That's a perfect name for this movie, because
It is.
everything, yeah, that just keeps going and going, and then when you finally get, the reveal and you find out what's going on. No, it was stark. It was so stark, this movie, like
Mm.
it was just everything was in your face and very harsh and very bright, and they're really taking you through this autopsy, and you're just like just forced to watch, what they're enduring and what they're going through and
Mhm.
discovering on this body. No, I really, really thought this was a very well made film, and I think entertaining is a good spot to put it as well, because
Yep.
I wouldn't say masterpiece, but definitely good, solid, and very creepy. Very, very
Very.
unsettling, like you don't get
Yes.
jump scares or big, adrenaline
Right.
in this. It's just more this creeping sensation that just kind of spreads across your skin as the movie goes on and on.
Mhm.
Very uncomfortable, but kind of in the best way.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. It is, and it's yeah. That I'm gonna leave it there too. I'm not gonna say anymore. I think, Julie, I think you would really dig it. Honestly, I really do.
I need to see it. I got to make a
Yeah.
list.
I hear you.
Well, I only have one thing to put on the list so far, but I need to watch that.
Definitely watch this one. Yes. All right. So, Rachel, we'll start. I'm going to flip it and come down up this time. So, Rachel, what would you like to pick? Let me pull it back up and let me know.
I'm gonna pick because we're not gonna be here for much longer, so I'm gonna pick one of my absolute faves.
Yep.
Second row, Interview with the Vampire. It's just in between Jennifer's Body and
Ah,
I Am Legend.
there
So
it
just yep,
is.
there it is.
I see Tom Cruise from here. His eyes.
Uh-huh.
I
Oh
haven't
man.
seen
See,
it.
this is one of those. Oh my God, Julie, you haven't
I
seen
know.
Okay, you
I know.
I never
have
saw it
to
either.
see. Okay, both
It's
of
one
you
of those
have to
movies,
see
Rachel,
this
I've
movie.
had on a list
Mm.
for like 10 years, and I don't
Yeah.
know what is wrong. I need to see it.
Oh, trust me, Julie, I have so many movies like that where people will be like, "Oh, you haven't seen it?" I'm like, "No, it's been on my watch list for like 20 years." But look, look, people know this. I'm a huge vampire fan. Buffy, Vampire Diaries, all of that. And Interview with the Vampire was one of the earliest vampire stories I ever saw. But what I really love about vampire stories is you can really go into like family dynamics and like messed up relationship dynamics, especially in this one, because you've got the character of Claudia, who's played by Kirsten Dunst, who is one of the best vampire characters ever. And her and Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise is like this messed up little vampire family is just one of the like best dynamics ever. This production is also like beautiful. Like think like Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's that sort of like really
Mm-hmm.
sumptuous big production. I know they filmed in America, in England, in Europe. They went everywhere to film for this role. The costumes are beautiful, the sets are beautiful, but the actors are also really good. Like I am not the biggest Tom Cruise fan. Like he's a weird freaking dude, okay? I really can't get on board with him a lot of the time, but
Yep.
he is fantastic in this movie as Lestat. Like I remember the actual author of the book that it's based on, she didn't want Tom Cruise in the role. She was really vocal against Tom
Oh.
Cruise. Then when the movie came out, she was so impressed with him that she actually took out like an advertisement in like a magazine and wrote up a big like glowing review and was like, yes, Tom Cruise is fantastic in this. So like he was that good that he turned the author's mind. And like I said, Kirsten Dunst is so great. We get an appearance from Antonio Banderas later on. Stephen
Oh.
Ray is in it as well. Christian Slater is the
Mm-hmm.
interviewer who's interviewing the vampire. And it's a fantastic film. I won't go too much into the details, but it's kind of like a family drama, but with vampires. So it's just that much more heightened and over the top. But it's absolutely sumptuous. It's beautifully directed. The acting is beyond compare. I would say this one is a masterpiece because it's honestly one of the best, if not the best vampire film that I think is out there. So I would say masterpiece, but we should probably see what the chat says. So Julie, you haven't seen
Okay.
this, and Stephen,
Mhm.
you haven't seen this.
I
So
have not, never did all these
okay,
years.
we're gonna have
Yep.
to have like one day where we just marathon a bunch of movies back to back to back.
Seriously, I know our list of great movies is getting longer and longer. We haven't seen
Mhm.
together. It's like, whoa. All right. Well, let's do
Alright.
a quick browse here in the chat, and let's see. We have a lot of folks saying really good. We've got
Yeah,
right
got a
now
couple of
that actually
entertaining.
couple of entertainings. I think really good seems like the majority here.
If that's
From
what the
my
majority goes
eyes,
with, I'm happy with that because really good is still really good. So
it
I'm happy
is.
to put it there.
I mean, you can't go any higher than that except masterpiece. So that's the
Mhm.
really good. It's really good. It's really good. It is really good. No, that's the category. Really good. Oh,
Man,
I'm getting
yeah,
silly
I
again.
feel like I'm sitting here wondering, I was like, maybe I can stay up and watch something after this, one of these.
I'm not gonna lie. I've thought about it too. I'll admit it. Dude, my brother Knight is in the house. What's up, Knight from
Hey,
the
Night.
Night Watch Zone? Says, hey everyone, stopping in to say hi. Appreciate it, Knight. I know you got a lot going on, my man, but it means a lot for you to stop in. I appreciate it. We got about another 5-6 minutes, and we're going to be shutting our stuff down over here as well. But Knight, have a good rest of your evening, buddy, and thanks for saying hello. Be sure you guys are subscribed to my friend Knight over at the Night Watch Zone. He is just great in every category, and more categories that are listed here. He would be in Masterpiece. If I was
Yeah.
ranking Knight, you would be in Masterpiece, bro. You're very welcome, my friend. But yeah, please go subscribe. Mayanne, if you could put a link to his channel in the chat, I would really appreciate it. So that way, anyone that's here, I got some new folks here, they could just click that link and hit subscribe and then go watch the channel afterwards. For those who want to continue to stay up late. All right. Help me out, guys. Julie, your turn, right? Is this your turn?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. You tell me. It's our final picks for tonight.
Oh no. Okay.
Well, we could probably go one. I'll tell you what.
Sorry.
You know what? Actually, hold on a second. Before you do that, that's funny. Johnny sent in his $5 super chat. Thank you, Johnny. That's very, very kind of you. Quick movie. Hey, Rachel, would you read that for me, please? I would really appreciate that.
So Johnny said, a quick movie suggestion, guys. Body Bags by Jay Carpenter for free on YouTube. Well worth a watch. Thanks, Stephen, Julie, and Rachel for your awesome stream. Aw. Well,
Aw.
I always do love when a movie is free on YouTube.
Mhm.
That's how I watch Children of the Corn.
That's how I watch
And
so
instantly
many
regretted
movies.
Yeah.
And you
We'll
can't
have to
beat the
look that one
price
up.
either.
Thanks, Johnny. Exactly.
Yeah, I haven't
But you
seen
also
that.
can't beat the ads.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh, well,
gosh.
that's a good
Okay.
movie suggestion. We'll have to look it up after we're done.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. No, seriously, Johnny. I appreciate your support, and it is a good suggestion. And like I say, body bags I've heard of. Like I've heard of it being out there for a long, long time. I've never seen it, so it'll be a first time watch. And on YouTube, it's free. Even if you're tired, you can turn it on, kick back, and if you doze off, guess what? You can pick it back up the next day for free. You don't have to worry about,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about losing a rental fee or anything like that.
Mhm.
So thank you so much, Johnny. I appreciate it, and great suggestion. And I will definitely look that up for you, or not for you, but because of you. And speaking of, things we need to look up to and look forward to is the future. And, what if we could have, I mean, you're all comfy, right? Julie and Rachel, we're all comfy right now. We're chilling together. And sometimes you get in the mood for a soda and it's just not the right time to get up and go get one. Like I just wish I could have a personal robot to bring me a soda. Kind of like this lady did right here.
Indoors, Arok performed like a champ, although he's still acquainting himself with obstacles, such as this wall.
Oops.
Arok can be controlled two ways, by a pre-recorded cassette program or by a remote control keyboard. We're told he can do the laundry, answer the door, or, as we witnessed here, pour a drink. And if he should get a little spill on Mrs. Score's socks, well, he can always...
Oh my.
Well, there you
He's
go.
so loud.
It's so loud. Oh my gosh. They have to find some kind of a noise suppressor or something with that.
Instead, it was
Oh my
controlled
gosh.
by a cassette tape. How old is this
Yes.
thing?
I mean, it was like this was like mid to late 70s when they made
Yeah.
this thing. Late 70s, I think it was.
You know what he
I
looks
didn't say
like?
8-track.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the old, the original Scooby-Doo show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say, I know Steven. Okay, he looks like the Funland robot.
Yes, he does.
That guy used to terrify me.
Oh my gosh. Yes, the
Oh.
Funland robot. Julie, you get
He
extra
does too.
props. You get
Uh-huh.
extra props right now. That is amazing. Not only does you remember it was the robot
Yeah.
from Scooby-Doo, you know where it's from. It's from Funland. And I remember that episode. I mean, sure, we all pictured it immediately, right? If you're a Scooby-Doo fan, I immediately saw him in my head when he said it. I'm like, yes, it is.
So good.
So good. It would have been funny if that was his inspiration for making that or something. Wouldn't that have been?
Could be. Could be.
It really could be.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Stephen, you're a Scooby-Doo fan.
Oh gosh, I've seen everything.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you watch Supernatural? Have you ever watched the TV show Supernatural?
I bought the series where they crossed over with Corporated. Yes.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I was like, have you
Yep.
seen the Scooby-Natural episode? Because it's brilliant.
That was a cool
Brilliant.
episode, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like more violent than you could ever see Scooby-Doo episodes. Like there's actual
Yeah.
blood in it.
Uh-huh.
Like what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
So,
own
yeah,
it.
that
I
was
bought it.
fun.
I bought it for like
Excellent.
$2 on my Amazon account, and so I can watch it anytime. Julie, did you ever see it?
So good.
Mhm.
You okay?
Well, so I kind of cheated for Supernatural. I've only seen, I think, the first 3 seasons, and then I wanted to watch the Scooby Natural episode, so I watched
Yeah.
that episode.
Yeah.
No idea what was going on in the rest of the show, but it didn't really matter because it was really compartmentalized.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Robot Johnny says the robot must have moved on from his mail job.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he probably got fired from that one, but
Yeah, I
Probably
think he
so.
did.
moving on.
Mhm.
What's up, Russell?
Hey,
Welcome to the
Russell.
stream. We're getting ready to shut down here in just a few minutes, but thanks for joining. I know you can watch the replay. Hey, ladies, I shot you all a private chat. Just let me know your thoughts real quick as we're starting to wrap up. So I'm going to pick for my pick here. Let's see here. Let me hold on a second. Let me pull that up here.
Was it Julie's pick, Stephen? I think it was Julie's
It's
go.
Julie's pick, right? Yeah, because
Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
Julie's go.
yeah, it is Julie's
And
pick.
then we
it is.
That's
tracked
right. Off onto Supernatural off-topic stuff.
Oh,
So
that's
Right.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can barely remember
I
it when I
forgot.
don't go off track. I mean, if I go off track, forget it. Because I did already. I already forgot it.
Hey, I wouldn't have said it.
Um,
I didn't even notice. But
It's okay. No. David, what's going on? So, guys, look, and here's the deal. We're planning to be our last picks. This is Julie's last pick, and then I'll give you my last pick. But I'll tell you what we'll do. I checked with both Julie and Rachel to make sure they were cool with it, because that was our plan, was to end at night, like right now. But here's what we're going to do. If you would like the stream to be extended longer and keep the party going, we'll do it if you submit a super chat with the number of minutes to reflect your super chat. So if you want us to go 5 more minutes, $5 super chat. 10 minutes, $10 super chat. Whatever the number is, we will match it. We will extend it for you over our planned ending time. So it's up to you. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to, and we'll end it as we've normally planned. But if you're up for it, we're up for it to go a little longer. And there is your opportunity to extend the stream right now. And if more than one person submits super chats, we'll add those totals together. And that will be the total minutes we will go. Now, obviously, there'll be an ending point, but we'll start off and just see what happens. If you guys want to do it, jump in on it now. It helps support the channel and it keeps the stream going. I'm having a blast. Julie, Rachel, you having fun tonight? I hope you are.
Definitely.
oh yeah, yep. Mhm.
Good. Oh, good. All right, now, Julie, let me pull this back up for you. Let me know if you need me to go any lower than this.
I will pick. Donnie Darko on the bottom right. It's like on the bottom row. The rabbit. Yep.
Yes. Okay, Donnie, I'll put it up here for now and as a placeholder. Okay, now what an interesting pick, Julie. Tell us about Donnie Darko. What you think about it?
This is a movie I first saw like years ago. I think I found it. I don't even know where I found it actually, but it was one that I was like, oh, to all my friends, I was like, you have to watch this movie. It's so cool, so different. It's a very sad movie. It's a very. Have you guys seen it?
I have seen it.
Okay.
I have too.
I love the science fiction aspect of it. And I love the horror aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Gyllenhaal is entertaining in this, and his sister. I love that they're brother and sister in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was, I found it to be really depressing, but I do really love it. And I
Mm-hmm.
would like to revisit it because, like most of these, I haven't seen it in a long time. But I love the character of Frank the Rabbit. Such a cool, iconic outfit.
Yep,
um, Such
it
a
is.
cool looking character. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd quite put it at masterpiece, but it is a really enjoyable movie, and it's mysterious, it's spooky, and I would put it at really good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Really good. All right. Rachel, what say you?
Here because this is probably gonna be our first disagreement, but I
Okay.
was this one is, I'm gonna say, not my thing. I
Okay.
saw this movie a few years ago, and I don't know if I just was not in the right mood or if it's because I'm just
Mm-hmm.
not the biggest science fiction fan, but it just wasn't for me. I think the performances were decent. I particularly liked Drew Barrymore as like the snarky teacher. She was fun, especially when she's all like, sit next to the boy that you think is the cutest. It's like, well, now what am I supposed to do? Poor Jenna Malone. And I also love Jenna Malone. And I agree that the rabbit costume was like really interesting and actually really creeped me out a few times. Like when he just pop up. But yeah, overall, it just wasn't really, I can appreciate what he was doing, and I can understand why people who are maybe more science fiction minded would enjoy this, but it's, for me, it's not my thing. So I'm gonna hide from Julie now.
hey, no,
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 I'm just
no,
joking.
no shade. I get it. Well, I mean, I kind of get it.
You know, um, my thoughts on it is that I'm kind of where I'm like in the middle of both of you. I'm like right in the middle because it is it's a unique movie, and it's a little bit quirky, a little bit different. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just I appreciate what they were going for because it was not a cookie cutter movie. This is like we get some of these movies sometimes that are they just kind of like break the mold, and then you're like, oh man, I appreciate this. This is different, right? So uh I did enjoy the movie, so I liked it. It's not a movie that I would probably watch again unless it was like a watch party. But just because it like Julie said, it's depressing, right? It's there's some components of the film that are very real and family dynamics and all this stuff going on. But I'll say this: I would rank it as entertaining for me. Yeah, for me, entertaining. And if you haven't seen it, I think you should make your own mind up. You may love it, and a lot of people do. Well, I mean, obviously. So it's just a little bit different. And of course, my favorite style of horror, as we know, is the slasher subgenre, psychological thrillers. So anytime we start to mix other things into it, it's doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just it's not as much on my desire list. You know what I'm saying? Or, I'm trying to say, like, I
Totally, yeah. Mhm.
I don't know. I'm having a loss for words for some reason, but I will say it's an entertaining movie and it's different. So give it a chance if you haven't seen it. And you've got three people right here. We got one who loves it. You've got one that just really doesn't, and then you got me that does like it, more in the middle. And that's just an example of how I think the consensus would be in the majority. They're going to be mixed. It's like with any movie, but that's okay. That's what's fun about it. So good pick, Julie. That's absolutely a good pick. All right. So guess what, guys? We've got some folks that want to extend the stream. All right. So Paula has sent in a $2 super chat. Thank you, Paula.
Thank you.
That's so sweet of you. And she just purchased 2 minutes for us, guys, to extend. Thank you, Paula. And Johnny Keene coming in with a $5 super chat. I have to go to bed, guys. It's very late here in Ireland. Wow, Johnny, I didn't know you were in Ireland. That is so cool. Wow. Who are it just blows my mind when we get to
So
meet
cool.
people. Isn't
Mhm.
it really cool like that? You just don't ever think about this being out global like that. It's incredible. But this is to extend the stream and fun for everyone else. Oh, Johnny,
Thank you.
that's very generous of you. Good night, guys. You are awesome. Johnny, thank you so much. That's so kind. So Johnny is giving so that everyone can enjoy the stream for 5 more minutes. So that's 7 minutes, guys. We got a 7-minute extension. Remember, anyone who does a super chat, we will, whatever your amount is the number of minutes we'll extend. And we're going to go ahead and start the extension time now. And it's 9:10. It just clicked over. So I'll give you the full 7 minutes. So if we don't get a super chat, we're going to end the stream in 7 minutes. All right. So thank you guys very, very much. You know what? I won't start the clock yet. You know why? It's super chat time. Come on, guys. It's super chat clip time. Yeah. So, all right. I'll give you a quick extension here, guys, because when we start seeing the timer run down, we tend to really pick up our pace of how we speak, right? We get just naturally want to say things faster. But I don't think myself or anyone on the panel could probably match this guy's speed.
Wow, Eminem
Wow.
waking. That is crazy.
Isn't that insane? I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta clip this, man. It's too good.
I don't know if that's talent or stimulants.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe both.
Could be a lot of uppers going on right there. A lot of Red Bulls too. So guys, thanks for your super chats and extending the stream. And real quick, talking Star Wars, guys, celebrating 13 months as a channel member. Thank you so much for your faithful support for 13 months now. It's incredible. Appreciate you so much. Seriously, man. All right. And Hollywood Guy says, 5 more minutes. 5 more
Ooh.
minutes. Woo. All right, Hollywood Guy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate your support. And we will add 5 more minutes. So we are at, where were we at before? We were at 7, right?
17, or yeah. So 10:22 right now would be, or 9:22 for you. Sorry.
Okay. So hold on. But our total minutes now is 13
12.
minutes.
12. I think it's 12. So we had
Oh, is it
5, 5,
12?
and 2. Yeah.
You're right. It was 2, not 3.
Yeah.
Never mind. Thank you, guys. Help me keep that on track, if you would. So we're at 12 minutes. Oh, wait a second.
And
Stella's
now we're
sending
at
in-
17.
We're at 17. Now I know why Julie said that. Makes sense. Stella, thank you for your $5 super chat and extending the stream for 5 additional minutes. Creepy supernatural thriller recommendation is Fallen, free on Tubi. Ooh, starring a young Denzel. Ooh, I like Denzel Washington.
Me
What a-
too.
What a great actor. What a great actor.
Yes. All right.
Love that.
So 17 minutes. Nice.
So we're at 17 minutes, starting right now at 9:13. It just clicked at 9:13. So you're going to get your full 17 minutes, guys. So help me keep track of that, if Rachel or Julie, if you wouldn't mind.
Yep.
Stella, thank you so much for your super chat. We're going to go ahead and start going into the extended time. That's amazing. So my turn to pick now. And let me find it. There we go. Okay. So for me, I'm going to, what a great movie. I'm revealing my hand already, but that's okay. I don't think any of us are going to pick a bad one unless we just want to be fun, just for fun. It's going to be Cabin in the Woods. Come on, guys. Cabin in the Woods. Now we were talking a minute ago about out of the box movies, right? Talking about Donnie Darko and just how Nightmare on Elm Street. This movie was so creative, so different. And it's old movie. It's like, what is it? 15 years old now. I think we came out in 2010.
10, I think, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically, we could talk spoilers, but but just because I treasure the ending of this movie, I'm not going to do it. So if you have not seen Cabin in the Woods, trust me, you deserve to watch this movie because it's a treat and it's something unexpected, right? It's unexpected. I never saw the ending coming. And when I see a movie that does that for me, it's automatically on my love list, if you will, of movies. So I won't spoil it, but I'm going to rank Cabin in the Woods as really good. Really good. Just under masterpiece. All right, Julie, we'll go down. What are your thoughts on Cabin in the Woods?
Seen it once. The ending
Right?
was spoiled for me. This
That's
happens to me all the
terrible.
time. This happens to me all the
Oh,
time.
that
And I do it to
sucks.
myself. I wait too long to watch things. I do it to myself.
I'm sad for you right now. I
You
really
know,
Yeah,
am.
me
it's
too.
upsetting, right? So going in
Oh,
knowing
yeah.
that it's like it's still entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate what they were doing. Um, and it's still a cool movie, but yeah, that definitely changes your first viewing, but I would say
Oh, yeah.
entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
totally does. If you had not been spoiled, I wonder if you had moved, if it would be higher ranked if you didn't know.
I think it would be.
I do too. I really do. Because that just going into it knowing it would be so deflating. You'd be like,
I mean, dude, it's like if you have
Mhm.
the Sixth Sense after knowing this,
oh,
it's like,
Was
right?
ruined for me. The
It's,
Sixth Sense was ruined for me. Yeah.
oh,
Mhm.
oh,
man.
Yep.
so you know how it
That's
That was
feels.
a bummer.
awful.
Oh, that was a
It's,
gut punch.
yes, it
No.
is. Dang it.
Mhm.
Oh,
Thankfully, I managed to not get spoiled for that one, and I was stunned in the
Mm.
theater. Stunned.
Mhm.
Oh,
oh, I'm
them
so
nights.
sorry for you.
I'm sorry for both of you on your yeah, respective movies. Dang it. And you know what's really sad is like being a content creator on YouTube. People, for some reason, will try to send deliberate spoilers to my inbox to ruin
Oh,
movies for me.
Sucks.
And
That's
I'm
crap.
like,
Aw.
why? What are you doing? I mean, that's my choice if I want to know what happens beforehand, not yours, you know?
Yes.
oh,
Mhm.
So I'm always on guard now. Anytime I get a message from someone who's in my request box, means we're not, I don't follow them or they
Mm.
don't follow whatever. I'm very leery to open up because it makes me nervous.
oh,
Hey
awful.
guys, real quick, before Rachel tells us about Cabin in the Woods, we got another extension.
Another
$5
5
super
minutes.
chat. How about that? Kelly just bought
Nice.
5 more minutes for us tonight. Says, loving all the content. Thank you for that. And we're glad you're having a great time. Would you consider rating Tears of Horror Queens on a stream? Yes, I would. In fact, I am literally sending myself a message right now, and I'm putting in stream rankings for Scream Queens, right? Scream Queens. And help me out, guys. Remember earlier we had the super chat? It was
Horror directors.
horror directors. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm making a note so I will not forget, and I will be
Excellent.
I will be doing I will say stay tuned, everybody, because those streams will be coming. Yes. All right. Yeah, it really does. It spoils the movies when people do that, and it ruins it. It's awful. But you know what's not awful? Extending this stream, talking horror, and we're doing it right now with Rachel and Cabin in the Woods. So what were your thoughts about it?
So this was a movie that had to grow on me. I remember when I first saw it thinking, "Oh yeah, it's okay," but it wasn't anything that great. But then on rewatches and like rethinking about it and reading about it, really made me realize how like good it actually is.
Mhm.
And I think it's got a really fun cast. There are two Australians in there. Chris Hemsworth and his girlfriend are both Australians. I really love how they each get assigned, a certain stereotype. That's really fun. I think the
Yep.
guys in the control room are so much fun.
So
Those two
fun.
actors in particular are
Yes.
so
Yes.
good and so funny. And I love their little dancing and their little bets and, just
That's right.
everything. If you're a Joss Whedon, like if you're a Buffyverse fan, there are some appearances from, some well-known Buffyverse actors, so that's always fun. And for anyone who is a fan of like Joss Whedon's work, like Buffy, Firefly, Angel, there is a theory that makes it so that this movie actually links all of Joss Whedon's shows together. And the way the theory works out is amazing. It's so good. So if anyone is a Buffy or an Angel fan or knows that, just go and look that up. But yeah, no, I think I would say entertaining for this one. Because
Okay.
yeah, it did have to grow on me, but no, it's a really great ending. There's a particular like cameo at the end of this movie that is really, really fun. Like when you see this particular actor pop out, you're like, oh, hello. And it's just that really great reaction. And yeah, the ending is fantastic because you do not see it coming, and it's just such a gut punch, and it's just so much fun. So I'd say entertaining. Definitely a really solid movie.
Yes. Okay. Entertaining. All right. Let's see. Move back to where we're going here. So real quick, Julie, your ranking one more time was
Entertaining.
entertaining. So was Rachel's. Mine is really good for me. Let's see if who else help me out here, guys. I'm trying to scan.
Just having a look, but I think everyone got onto the topic of spoiling
I know.
endings.
I think so
Oh,
too.
here we go.
Oh, a lot of
Paula
really
says really
goods.
good. Dark Grave
Mhm.
says really good. Olivia V says really good.
Okay.
Looks like
Yep.
we've got really good. So it looks like it can get bumped up.
Love it. Love it. All right. Really
Also,
good.
timing wise, we've got now 14 minutes left for stream
Thank
with that
you.
extended time.
Thank you, Rachel. 14 minutes, guys. Your super chat will extend the stream. Whatever your amount you're able to donate to the channel will buy you minutes. So you're paying for each minute, $1 per minute. We'll go. All right. So let's continue. Here we go. All right. Let's go with Rachel. We'll go with you first.
I would love to grab the original It, which was a little bit further down.
Okay.
There it
There it
is.
is.
I see the
Just
new one.
there
No,
we
that's the
go.
original right
Yes.
there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, the original.
That's Tim Curry. I see that face.
Yeah. We all
Oh,
see
boy.
that face in our nightmares.
Right. To me, well, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna save it for my time.
So this was sorry, did I cut you off, Stephen?
Nope. You
Didn't
go
mean to
right
cut you
ahead.
off. Okay, cool. This was the first horror
Hey.
movie I ever remember seeing. I was way too young. I was probably about 8 or 9. I was at a
Oh,
sleepover. We should not have been allowed to watch this movie. And I remember not going near a storm drain for like 3 years after this movie because it freaked me out so badly. And then as I got older and I started to rewatch it, I have such an appreciation for this original one. I just think it's done. Look, it's a made for TV movie. So there are parts that are going to be a little bit clunky and a little bit off. I mean, we could talk about the stop motion spider for the rest of the
right.
day and how bad that
Yeah.
is. But what I
Yeah.
think this adaptation does really well is I think it really captures the book. And I've read the book, and I think that this really captures the innocence of the kids and how that innocence is disrupted by Pennywise. And then I think it really is really good at showing the effects into adulthood. And what I really
Mhm.
love about this one is when the kids are all being called as adults at the beginning, you start to see them revert to their kid state. Bill starts stuttering. Some of them start, biting their nails. Others start, doing twitches and stuff that they all did as kids, because it really shows how repressed trauma can come back
Mhm.
up and really get you. I think Tim Curry Bill Skarsgård was good and he did his own thing, but for me, there is only one Pennywise, and it's this man. And he is just so good because I think Tim Curry gets that mix of like, you can understand why kids might approach him and then realize that it's too late. Like, he's not like Skarsgård, I found, was just so scary right from the beginning. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
why would anyone go near him? But like, there's a great, like, the opening scene of this movie where you see the little girl glimpsing him between the washing, and he appears really fun, and then all of a sudden he switches, but it's too late by then. And I think because it's a made for TV movie, they couldn't show as much, but I think sometimes that actually works out better. Like the fact that we don't see what
Yeah.
happens to Georgie, we don't see what happens to this little girl, we just kind of hear the aftermath. So I I couldn't in good faith put this in masterpiece because, obviously it's
Mhm.
not. That would just be my bias, but I'm going to allow my bias to put it into really good because I continue to love this film. I still think it's better than the remake, which I know is an unpopular opinion, and it really was like my first introduction to like true horror, and really I can still remember having that kind of scared little kid reaction to this movie
Mhm.
and like how much it affected me. So just wanted to give some love to the original It because I don't think it gets enough, and I would put it in really good. So that's me.
Hey, good. All right, good stuff. Um, love the passion. Julie, how about you?
I feel like we all live the same life when it comes to this movie, the sleepover, too young, and then
Right.
wondering why storm drain openings are big enough for somebody to fall down. That was what I was wondering. After I saw this, I was like looking inside. I was like, why are they open? um,
That's true.
Mhm.
I actually love the remake, but we're not talking about that. This movie, I really like it. I have a lot of nostalgia for it, but I do have not a huge problem with the adult, mostly the and last third of the movie. It's not my favorite, so I don't
Mhm.
think I think I'd put it in entertaining. It
Okay.
is super entertaining, and I love to rewatch it. But yeah, there's definitely parts of it that drag for me. But it is a good adaptation of the book. I'll give it that. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
So
and Tim Curry is
entertaining.
really good. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, he's
he's
great.
another one of those voices that's just like, dude,
True.
so
True.
cool.
Mhm.
Ah,
Yep.
Yeah, it is. It's very, you instantly recognize him, like you know it's him.
Yes.
And it's so
Mhm.
cool. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna rank it as entertaining as well, and for all the reasons you guys are honestly have already mentioned, I don't have a whole lot new to add, other than to say, you know, we have our new Pennywise and some of the CGI Pennywise. I just what I love about the original is there's no CGI really. There's none of the and not to say that it's CGI is bad, because who doesn't love a wonderful shot that's only can be done in a movie of something, but there's something about practical that just always grabs me. And you know, look at his face in the poster, for crying out loud. That is horrifying to me. I mean, to me, that honestly, I'll be straight up. That looks scarier to me than the poster of the new one, because this looks more real to me, if that makes sense, for some reason. And
Mhm.
Skarsgård was great. I saw the new one, the new It, when it came out. No problems with it really. I thought it was good, but to me, again, you just can't. Some things you just can't top. And for me, the original will always be the best. That's my opinion. And Tim Curry
Mhm.
was great in this movie. So anyway, just my thoughts. I'm gonna put it at entertaining. So let's go to the chat, guys. Let's see. I see a lot of really goods in the chat. What's
hell
up, Dale? Dale Rollers joined us. Hey, man. What do you got? You guys seeing
yeah.
anything else that
Hey,
we?
Dark Grave is with me. Dark Grave says masterpiece. So does Paula. So does Stella.
Hey, there you
So
go.
does Mr. Rick. So maybe it wasn't
Hey.
my bias. So does
Well,
Yeah.
Jeff.
absolutely.
It actually looks like quite a few people are saying masterpiece.
Yeah.
Olivia says entertaining. Talking Star Wars says entertaining. Dana B says really good. But I feel that given a few people said it was masterpiece, I feel like we can bump it up to really good.
Really? You feel that way? Okay. Well,
Just
tell
me
you what
being
I'm going to
cheeky.
do. Here's what I'm going to do. No, you know what? Because we like to have fun, guys, right? We're doing this for fun. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to move it to Masterpiece, the original. If you strongly disagree with that, Randy, a super chat right now can bounce it down. Send it in and say, go down a level. It'll go one level per
Hey.
super chat.
I'm watching you all.
How about I think it deserves a few extra points just in comparison with did you guys okay. I love the remake, but it's so funny when I saw it in the theater and you first hear Bill speak as Pennywise, I thought he sounded like Scooby-Doo and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh no." And that's when I was like, my
You're like,
heart sank.
Want a balloon? Yeah.
Dude, my heart sank, my blood pressure dropped. I was like, no, 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 no. This is gonna be so bad. This is gonna be so bad. But then I forgot about it and it got really good. But he definitely sounds weird.
You're right. He's like, want a balloon? It's like, really?
Oh my
Come on.
gosh,
When you compare
dude.
that to when you compare that to Tim Curry, hiya, Georgie, which just sounds, so much
Like some
creepier.
creep in a sewer,
good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, the next time it happens to be on, or if you know what, I may just go find it and turn it on just to hear that opening line again, Julie.
The Scooby-Doo. Yeah,
the
I'm telling
Scooby-Doo.
you.
Yeah.
My heart has never sank faster when seeing a movie. I was like, no, 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 this can't be happening.
You're like, okay, grab your popcorn. Let's get home early. We're shutting
But
it down.
I love that movie. I love that movie. I got over it, but yeah, when I first heard that, I was like, oh.
That's
Good.
really funny. And I'm going to go back and listen to it
It looks like
again.
it's staying where it is. No one's opposed. Oh, and we've got 5 more minutes, guys. 5 minutes left.
Oh, okay, guys. Thank you, Rachel. So listen up, guys. Here's what we're doing. We got new folks that have just joined. We were going to end this stream 30 minutes ago. That was the plan. But you guys have extended it by your super chats. So if you send in a super chat, we will go a little longer. We'll extend it longer. There will be a time where we're going to have to cut it off. But for right now, if you send a super chat, every dollar you donate to the channel purchases you a minute extension. $5 super chat, 5 minutes, and so on and so forth. So if you guys want to extend it any longer, this is your last call. We got literally 5 minutes, and then we're going to wrap if you don't. But I do want to mention one thing real quick, and I'll give a 30-second extension. But I want to acknowledge that during the stream tonight, Dana, who has been here for the very first time, and Dana, he or she, Dana, I'm not sure, because it could be unisex name. I've known 2 Danas, one male, one female, but Dana is still here, hanging out with us, guys. And Dana became a Patreon member for me tonight, and I really appreciate that. So Dana is in the inner circle. You are a Cravenite, Dana. You are as a patron, and they joined at the extended cut level, the $10 a month level, which is really generous. So
wow.
So I know I was just checking my Patreon. I said, let me just double check. We got any activity tonight. So Dana, thank you for not only being on the stream for your first time and still being here, which means you're having a good time. That's how I'm going to interpret it, but also becoming a patron. That is really generous. And I appreciate your support starting now every month. It really helps the channel. Thank you. Everyone, please in the chat, especially all of my Cravenites, if your name is green or if you're a patron, welcome Dana into the inner circle of the cult of Craven, because Dana is a Cravenite. So thank you. And let's welcome Dana, please, guys, if you haven't already. All right. Help me out, guys. We're on our last movie pick if we don't get any more chats. So whose turn is it now? It's Julie's, isn't it? I think it is.
Julie's turn now. Yep.
Okay, Julie, here we go. Let me pull it up. You just let me know.
Okay. Sorry.
Take your time.
So many to choose from.
Oh, listen, and there's so many more below this to choose still from.
Okay, could you scroll down a little?
Sure. Let me just go back and start right.
Oh, wow.
Here. Oh, yeah. There's some great movies in this list down here.
Oh, Rec, REC. It's next to the village, underneath the nun.
What row? Is it
bottom, second from the bottom.
Okay,
there it is.
There it
Yeah,
is.
just keep going across. Yep. There it is.
Yep, Yeah, that's awesome. That helps me a lot when I know the row. That's fantastic. Thank you. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're good.
Oh, there we go.
Where to go? Oh,
Oh,
no.
to the left one. Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
It's
Like
like
when you try to
staring.
move a picture in a Word document, you know, and everything suddenly just goes,
Yes.
whoa.
Oh, that's the worst. I know.
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. So here we go. Julie's pick is Wreck. All right, Julie, tell us about it, please.
All right. So I actually had seen the American remake of this movie first. It's called Quarantine, but this is the original and better version.
Okay.
I think better. I think a lot of people would agree with that. But really, really cool found footage movie. Highly recommend it. It's a really like creepy, scary premise. If you haven't seen it, I won't like say what it's about, but
I have not seen it, just
Okay.
FYI.
Neither have I.
Okay, well, found footage, it is very creepy, and like if you put yourself in it, you're like, well, I guess that goes for a lot of things, but you could see it happening, especially with like things that have happened recently. I won't say what, but
Okay.
I'm trying not to spoil anything. It's
That's hard, I know.
it's a cool movie. You will have to watch it in subtitles though, but I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you go for the American remake, but both are good. It's kind of like a 1-to-1, but anyway, this movie, I would put it in entertaining though. Yeah.
All right. Entertaining. Okay. What's the language? Is it an Asian film, like Korean
Spanish.
film? Oh, it's Spanish film. Okay, got it. That's cool. You know what's funny is I turned my super chat. I just saw one. I turned my subtitles on now on everything I watch. I never used to do that ever. And
I do it too.
I got comfortable with the super chat. Oh my gosh, and subtitles. I don't want to turn them off now. Isn't that crazy? You know what I mean? Like you guys watch. Julie, you mentioned you like to watch them too, even the American language, right? English.
Yeah, I don't know if my like attention hearing has deteriorated from using subtitles, but now I feel like I have to have them. And I
Yes.
actually get frustrated in the movie theater because some movies, the Christopher Nolan, he does it on purpose too. But it's hard. Sometimes it is hard to make out what people are saying. I feel like I need them. So yeah.
You know, a lot of times in these movies, the dialogue audio is lower than the surround volume level, like explosions or any sounds, and it can drown out the dialogue. I totally understand.
And not only that, but just delivery from actors. It's like,
Yep.
I was about to mention that. It's like, you know, back in the 90s and the early 2000s, they would actually speak all of their lines. Now it's like they're trying to go for like that more natural sounding, but instead it's just like mumbling and talking really fast and you just can't
Yes.
understand it. But no, I'm the same. If I'm watching something new or something like that I don't know very well, I will always have the subtitles on. If I'm watching, you know, like a movie like Scream, something that I know off by heart, I won't
Sure.
bother. But yeah, no, if I'm
Sure.
watching a new show, absolutely. And I get so annoyed because there are some streaming services here where some shows don't have subtitles. And I'm like, where are my subtitles? How am I supposed to know what's going on if I don't have subtitles?
Yes. Yeah. I never would have thought this day would have come, but it has. I'm with you. Everything. I don't care if I'm watching Survivor with subtitles. I mean, it doesn't matter. Everything is subtitles, which is, if you'd have known me, I mean, I'm talking about just 2 years ago, I would be like, no subtitles, but I love it.
I don't know what happened, like, because it seems to
Same.
be all age groups that
Yeah.
people are needing them now. So it must not be us; it must be them.
I like that. I like that better than thinking our hearing's going out. I'll
No.
take
Yeah.
that. Real quick, we got Chris joining the chat. Hey, what's up, Chris? Good to see you. We are getting ready to wrap up, but not just yet, guys, because Russell has sent in a $5 super chat. Now, Russell wants to move a movie. Ooh. Okay,
Ooh.
so Russell says, let's move Dead Silence to the top. Well, here's how it works, Russell. Your super chat will move it one level. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna be because I'm just I'm feeling super generous tonight. You guys have been so generous. I'm gonna do it to you as well. I'm not gonna put it there for you. I'm gonna skip it to 2 levels for you instead of 1. There we go.
Yeah.
So there we go. Dead silence. And
Excellent.
yeah, if you want it in the masterpiece level, it can still happen. But each super chat you send in will go up another level. But I'm gonna put it there for you, so that way it's not hanging out down here in the basement. All right, there we go. Thank you, Russell. Very appreciated. Very appreciated. All right, so that's 5 more minutes. We'll go ahead and give 5 minutes for the super chat. So we're basically that's it, right? 5 minutes. I think we've already used up the rest of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we
Yep.
have. All right, so 5 minutes. Is it whose turn now? Is it mine? I think it's mine, right?
Yours. Yep, that means you can get one
Okay.
more in, Stephen. Yay.
There we go. One more pick for me, and this will be the last pick of the stream, unless you guys send in a super chat to extend it a few more minutes. All right. Okay. Let me end on a banger here. Let me see. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I got it. If you guys, I was actually on the watch party for this movie on Knight's channel just last week. Maybe even been the first of this past week. It's Malignant from James Wan. And Malignant is amazing. Let me come back up here. This is James Wan wrote the movie, directed the movie. It is his DNA is everywhere in this film. And I telling you right now, I used the reference the other day, I think, on the stream. I said, to me, if you watch Malignant, it takes like what James Wan does best from all of his movies, and he like puts them all together into a movie that he named Malignant. If I'm talking about cinematography, method, mystery, it's out of the box in a lot of ways, and it's a very original film. And it's my favorite horror movie of 2021. I think it's when it came out. When 21? Or no, 23. Sorry, right? 23.
I think 23.
Yeah, 23. It's my favorite horror movie of 2023. And I absolutely love this movie. I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. I'm not going to spoil this movie. This is a movie that should not be spoiled. Of course, no movie should, but I'm going to be extra careful, put it that way. All I'm going to tell you is the cast is strong, performances are great, the cinematography is it's 11 out of 10. If there's only 10, I'm going to push it through the roof. It's amazing, and the music's great on the score. Some creative shots. It's all what James Wan does. So I could just talk about him all night, but I'll stop there. Rachel, let's go to you. Your thought. Oh, my ranking. Sorry. I believe Malignant is a masterpiece. I think it is a James Wan masterpiece, Rachel. That's how much I adore this movie. So I'm going up for everything. Masterpiece. Rachel, what are your thoughts? First of all, you've seen it, right? Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw Malignant in the cinema, and it was such an experience. I loved it. I thought it was so
Yeah.
good. I love that it's basically James Wan's take on a giallo. Like it really is. It plays like a giallo. It's got so many markers off a giallo film. Yeah, don't want to
Yes.
get into any spoilers because like the way this story pans out, I
Yep.
didn't. Okay, I kind of figured out a little bit of what was going on, but it didn't play out the way I thought it was going to play out. I'll just say that. Like, I remember sitting in the cinema thinking, "Oh, I think I know where this is going." But then they did the thing. I was like, "Oh, no, I had no. This is not what I was expecting." I also think that Annabelle Wallis was so
Oh,
good in Malik because I've seen her in a few other things, and she
yes.
hasn't massively impressed me in other things. But
Okay.
in this one, I thought she was insanely good. And as
Yes.
the physicality that she had to show in this film, and you mentioned the cinematography, and yes, there's this
Oh,
one particular shot from ahead when she's running through the
yes.
house, and it's this
Yes.
beautiful long shot through the house, and it's just it's done so well. I don't know if I'd
Yes.
go quite for masterpiece, but I definitely go with really good for this one. And to be fair, I've only seen this twice, and if I watched it more, I
Okay.
reckon it would creep up on me. Again, like we talked about, James Wan, I think he's great. I think he's another modern horror, guy who's going to go on to be one of the
Mm-hmm.
greats. And yeah,
Yep.
Malignant was just so much fun. It was so much fun. It was something different and it was so entertaining. And I remember my
Mm-hmm.
sister and I went and saw it together, and we just like the whole movie, we're just like, oh my God, this is so good. So really good for Malignant. I really enjoyed it.
I love it. Okay, I'm ranking masterpiece. Rachel is at really good. And yes, that scene of that overhead scene, it is
Ooh,
they never break the shot.
nope.
The camera, it never,
Brilliant.
it's brilliant. It never breaks. It follows all the way without stopping. Just phenomenal. James Wan is a wizard. This guy, I love him. He's my favorite modern horror director right now. He's number one.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. All right, Julie, Malignant. What are your thoughts on this? What I'm calling a masterpiece from James Wan. Rachel says it's really good. What are you thinking?
I think I think I agree with Rachel
Okay.
I would say really good. I so, I can't believe I have to say this again, but this movie was also spoiled.
Oh,
Oh
Oh
God, I think I
oh,
mentioned this
no.
during the watch party last week, but
That
it's
sucks.
right. You're killing me, Julie. That's right.
I know, right? But
Oh my
but
gosh.
despite that, it's still such a fun movie, and it
Y-
looks so good, and it's so
Yes.
it's so
Yes.
strange, and
Mm-hmm.
love Annabelle Wallace in it. She just
Yep.
I love her look, I love
Mm-hmm.
her character, everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my favorite James Wan movie. I think I'd put a couple other over it.
Okay.
But what's really cool is, yeah, you can really tell was his passion project, and
It
he's
was.
great in everything he does. But you could really tell he was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I've made my money, I've made my name. I'm
Yep.
gonna get
Yeah.
my movie in now, and
Mm-hmm.
that's really
Yes.
cool to see. Um,
100% agree
I
on
would
that.
even love to see a sequel. I know that's controversial, but
Yeah.
I feel like this character, and oh my gosh, the character is Gabriel is so cool, so iconic. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, just such a
Mm-hmm.
cool character. I would put it in really good. I wouldn't quite put it at masterpiece.
All right. All right.
Although yeah, excellent movie. Yeah.
Sweet. Love it. We are all on the same page in terms of loving the movie, and it's so good. All right, let's do here, guys. Y'all help me out real fast. Let's do a real quick scroll.
Yeah, it looks like really good. So I've got Dark Grave
Okay.
saying really good, Olivia V saying really good, Mr. Rick saying really good.
All right.
Yeah, looks like
Okay.
really good is the consensus.
Love it. Hey,
Ah.
listen. I will not I won't cause a fuss on that. I think it's because again, that's a very high ranking to be really good.
Mhm.
We're ranking tough tonight, and that's a good ranking. But it's a masterpiece to me. Oh, I love it. All right, guys. Well,
Totally get
listen.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I think we're
Oh yeah.
at the
It's just
clock.
so great. All right, guys. Well, listen. I'm going to give you guys 60 seconds. That's it. If we don't get a super chat in the next minute, I'll say 2 minutes because I'm going to share a little bit about my guests. So while I'm talking about Julie and Rachel, this is your last chance. Poor Julie's getting really tired. She's hanging in there. She's doing good, but it
You're
is getting
soldiering
very
on.
late. She's soldiering through. It's very late. Last call for that. Otherwise, this is going to be it. Julie, tell us where, and I don't know if Mayanne's still here or not. That's okay if she's not, but let us know how they can find you on Instagram.
I can put a link in the chat.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
It's just my first and last name. I don't do a whole lot on Instagram, but if you want to follow me and check me out, I would appreciate it. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I don't have a YouTube channel, but I love to be a guest.
And you're a great guest. You're
Thank
always
you.
such a great
Yes.
guest.
Mhm.
And now Rachel, you have an Instagram, but you also have a YouTube channel, a very good YouTube channel, by the way. And Rachel's content is very thorough, and you can tell when you watch her videos, she really takes the time, right, to really be thorough with it, and you'll see it what I'm talking about when you watch it. So Rachel, tell us and feel free here. We can put a link to your channel. Julie, do you want to take that, or I can take it? I can
Yes,
do it
I
too.
can do it.
You got it? Okay. So we're going to put a link here, and there's Julie's link to follow her on Instagram. And we're going to have a link in the chat for your channel. Rachel, why don't you real quickly tell folks what your channel is about? What's your passion for your channel? That way they can hear it directly from you rather than me.
So I do pretty much mostly video essays because I absolutely love dissecting TV shows and movies because I just have them on my brain too much, so I need to get them out somewhere. So if you are a fan of late 90s and early 2000s television, that is usually my shtick. So Buffy, Angel, Charmed, Smallville, Supernatural, some Vampire Diaries, things like that. I do have some horror videos because I do every so often like to do a deep dive into horror. I have a really big deep dive into Scream, which I did just before Scream 6 came out. So it just goes to Scream 5, but it is a big deep dive into every single one of the movies. And yeah, I have too many thoughts. People sometimes will ask me, they'll send me asks and they'll be like, "Do you actually think about all this while you watch TV? It sounds exhausting." And I'm like, "It is. It's exhausting being me. That's why I have the YouTube channel to get it all out of my brain." So yeah, if you guys like video essays, dissecting characters, seasons, things like that, that's what you'll find on my channel. I am toying with the idea of starting to do some live streams maybe, but it is a bit of a daunting process. It's so much easier to be on someone else's stream where you don't have to be the host and you can just, sit back, but we'll see. And if I do ever start streaming, obviously these lovely people will definitely we'd be making some guest appearances. And it could be interesting because over on my channel, we could talk about things other than horror, which I know we all love horror, but obviously, and Stephen knows this, when you have a certain brand on your channel and you stray from it, the algorithm does not like you. So, we kind of have to stay sticking to these certain topics. But on my channel, we could go elsewhere. Sorry, Julie, you look like you're about to say something.
I was just gonna say the three of us, I believe, have seen Pretty Little Liars.
That's true. We could definitely do a talk on that. Oh man, we could be here all day if we opened up that can of worms.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
All good. No, that's what I was just going to say. So thanks for giving me the opportunity to do a little bit of promotion on my channel, Stephen. Oh, you're muted.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, that's better. No, you're very welcome. And that's how it should be. We're in a community together, and and we're friends even beyond just being in a community together. We're friends, fellow content creators. Julie, we're friends. You have your Instagram. Anything I can do to help put new eyeballs on what's going on in your lives that you want to share, I am so happy to do it. And I hope that you get more subscribers and you get more followers, Julie. And Rachel has Instagram as well. So start with the channel, right? Let's start with the channel. Subscribe there. That's number one. And then you can find her Instagram from there. She's easy to find. It's literally Rachel McDonald. She'll pop right up. So
yeah.
Ladies, this has been truly a wonderful time. I have enjoyed this, and I thank you both for coming and staying late, being good sports with the chat who extended the stream, and just what a great conversation about a lot of great movies, right? And thank you so much. So appreciate y'all.
I like that we talked about
Thanks for having
some
us.
more niche ones, if you will.
Yes.
That was really
I did
cool.
too.
Yes.
We'll have to come back to this tier list at a future date.
Oh, absolutely. This is part one of probably 5 parts. It wouldn't surprise me.
That was a big list. We got through like
Yes.
one row, maybe.
Maybe one row, put them all together. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I love too, because we got such a variety we could talk about, and stuff that we don't normally wouldn't normally talk about on the channel, some of these movies. So I agree. I love it. And I'm so glad y'all were here for it and get such great contribution tonight to the channel and the content tonight. Great discussion. I want to also thank everyone in the chat, first of all, for being here. Second of all, for all of those who are able to donate to support this channel, to help putting gas in the tank, if you will, thank you all for your generosity. It really means a lot to me. And I know in turn it will mean a lot to everyone because it helps the channel grow. It helps me do more things that I like to do for you guys. So I appreciate it. The gifted memberships, Rachel, Jeff Hill, thank you guys for gifting memberships. Dana, again, thank you for becoming a patron tonight. That's so awesome. And this was just a wonderful, fun night and I can't wait to do it again. So I'll reach out to you guys offline and we can figure out maybe a date to continue this later in the month, and see if we can pick it up again and just have fun with it. So
Excellent.
Sounds
thank you
good.
guys. All right, I'll meet y'all backstage in just a second, or just a few seconds. For everyone in the chat and watching our replay, thank you all. I hope you enjoyed tonight and enjoyed the stream. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow night. That's right, tomorrow night. Now, throwing a curveball, it's a rare Sunday night stream. I'm interviewing a cast member from Founders Day, Jack Lynch, who played the founder. You see him right there in costume. That is Jack right there, looking at us very, very in a way that I would run from. I don't like that. It's scary.
Yeah, that is a pretty scary mask.
It really is, and it's a great whodunit. It's a great whodunit mystery. It's a great whodunit slasher. So we're going to be talking with him tomorrow night. He's going to come on for a full hour, and we're going to talk to him about filming Founders Day, what it was like to be the founder. You guys, I hope you'll show up tomorrow night with questions for Jack that we can ask as well. That's always a cool thing. So please return. It's tomorrow night, 7 p.m., same time as tonight was. And we're going to do a back-to-back double night stream for the weekend with Jack Lynch from Founders Day. So I hope you'll all be here. I'll be looking for you. And in the meantime, guys, one last time, this is Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.